Welcome everyone to Constructed Chaos, where we run a D&D live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, although today that is not the day or the time.
It's 7 p.m. Eastern
Yeah,
time today.
Well, it's on
7
Saturday.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it is Saturday.
Right. Today, as I'm sure all of you are aware, we are running a very special Demon Slayer one-shot using the system called SAGAS, which stands for Setting and Genre Agnostic System. It's a TTRPG made by our good friend OKSDM. He is sponsoring the stream. I did not put the logo here like I was supposed to. I'm gonna do this. There it is. And now you can see everyone else.
We're here. I wasn't ready.
Yeah. It is a wonderful system that Dennis has put together here that allows us to sculpt the TTRPG experience into pretty much any IP. Obviously, Demon Slayer is a really cool one, so I decided we'd do that. Thank you, OKSDM, for sponsoring the stream. And if you guys are interested, he's running a Kickstarter right now. It just went live about a week ago. The link is in the description, and you can help fund the project to make this system even better. Make it available for everyone. As I understand it, when it actually gets rolled out, it will be a pay what you feel like system. It'll be free for everyone, essentially, so you'll be able to pick it up and try it out yourself. Hopefully you get to see exactly how fluid and easy the system is to pick up compared to traditional D&D. But with all that out of the way, I don't have an intro today.
So there's no bean footage.
Yeah, there's no bean footage.
Well.
So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and just dive right into this.
Woo!
Our story begins at the start of Japan's Taisho era, as a single crow flies swiftly through the cool afternoon sky near the start of spring. Rising above the horizon in the distance, a cluster of rolling hills frame a sizable farming village, alive with the flutter of colorful decorations, dancing in a breeze laden with sweet smells and happy voices. This festive scene envelops your senses even further as the crow perches itself atop of a tall torii gate at the entrance, drawing your eyes upwards to spy a distant mountain in the backdrop, mostly shrouded by the last snow clouds of a long winter season that will finally pass under the light of a new moon tonight. Without time to revel in the beauty of this sight, the crow caws. "Trouble stirs in this hamlet! The dawn of a new year! Masaru, Daisuke, Kinoko, Rin, the four of you have been gathered to investigate a series of disappearances in recent weeks believed to be the work of demons. Pull them out by the root and protect the town!" As the blackbird flutters off back the way you came, your gaze falls upon your companions. If you would, tell us what we see. Starting with you, Masaru.
Yeah, so you see this loosely cloaked in like a gi that's all white with some black pinstripes, and on his forearms are these bracers. No weapon in sight other than that, and the bracers have like a string that goes to a ring around one of his fingers on either hand, and he is like flushed with color. Like he looks like the blood is flowing. His cheeks are rosy. He's just happy to be here.
Nice. Next we have Daisuke, or Daisuke. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, this is Dylan, who joined us last minute here. He's a good friend of mine, and happy to have you, man.
That is correct. I am a good friend. Somebody in the cheapest clothes imaginable because he is very miserly. He is wearing very Sam's Club-esque.
Okay.
Gi.
Yeah.
Yes, with a scimitar.
Okay.
And some cloth boots.
Okay.
For walking around in sand. And yeah.
Awesome.
Very, very simple man.
Next we have Ren.
Yeah, so kind of similar. He's very plainly dressed. You see a shorter man with long white hair, probably just past his shoulders, and just draped in long black layered robes, if you will.
Okay. And Kinoko.
Okay, so you see she's wearing like very dark clothing, but her skin is almost like gray colored. Long dark black hair and like a hood, and just looks like mysterious. She's got dark purple clothing specifically.
Very cool.
Bougie.
And as is implied, the four of you, Demon Slayers, have been assigned to this duty together. Whether you've met each other in the past or not, holds no bearing. You do as the crow commands. And so, as you step beneath the towering Torii Gate, the lively exuberance of this Lunar New Year celebration unfolds before you. Your senses drift between the savory aroma of street food and the cheerful melodies of costumed musicians. Colorful lanterns sway gently, yet to be lit, while the sun still hangs high in the sky. And the lively energy of festival goers, their faces adorned with joyous expressions, engulfs you as they partake in jovial archery competitions, obstacle courses, and guessing games. Yet, beneath the radiant facade, a subtle tension lingers. The contrast between the jubilant revelry and the task at hand. What would you like to do?
What? And apologies, I know you said it, but I was taken aback by the voice that you did. What exactly did the crow say again?
Yeah, sorry. The crow. I mean, look, the crow has got a very distinctive voice.
Yes.
One that I dare not practice or ruin my vocal cords leading up to the session. He basically said that there have been a series of disappearances leading up to this festival, and they believe it to be the work of demons. Those are really the only details that you've been given as of yet, but basically he said, like, you need to find the demon, kill it, and save the people.
Okay.
The mission seems easy enough.
Yes. Shall we go and ask around, see who's been gone missing?
Do we know why they think it's demons?
Because this is Demon Slayer.
Because that's the name of the show.
Looks at the camera and winks.
Yeah, I would be curious to know the answer to that too, though, for real.
Yeah.
Is there an answer?
There is not.
Got it.
The in the show, the crow is usually like pretty like vague
Ominous.
with it's just like.
You gotta go do this, okay, bye.
Travel
Like, literally.
northeast, hurry.
Yeah.
And then they get there and it's like, there's a demon here. Bye. It like runs away.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I guess we should ask around if anyone knows anyone that's been missing.
Okay.
This is me. By the way, if we do like this, it means we're talking out of character.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I tend not to use an accent.
Okay.
So this is me out of character. I will not be doing much talking to the peoples, but I do think we should do that.
Oh, I'm going to try, but I'm going to be bad at it.
Same. Yeah, I'm real bad at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would walk up to the first stall and say, hello.
Okay. As you walk up to the archery contest, you see a number of like toy bows laid out on top of a stand about 30 feet away from some fun, colorful targets. A little girl like tries to draw a bowstring back and fails miserably as you see a man behind the counter. Hello?
We hear that there's been some disappearances, he whispers very loudly. Do you know anything about that?
Make a check. Yeah.
That's a 6.
Yay! No.
His smile diminishes very quickly for like a almost like miserly frown, and confusion wrenches against his facial features. He leans in and pulls you closer to his face. Why are you talking about that here?
Oh, I've done it again. Oh no. And then he's all just like sulking. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
listen,
I didn't mean. I'm sorry.
Put yourself together. Put yourself together. This is. He looks to another compatriot who's helping him man the stall, and you got this? And he says yes. He wanders off and pulls you to the side of the stall. This is a celebration. We don't want to disturb our festivities. Our people are finally enjoying the first taste of spring. But yes, there have been disappearances. Are you here to help with that?
Yeah.
We all are here to help.
Yeah.
Did nobody else hear the crow screaming? We're the only ones that could hear it?
A crow?
Got
This
it.
time of year?
Yeah, got it, okay.
I'm so used to you being Josiah.
I am fighting that. I'm not talking in an accent
Actively
because if I
fighting
do,
the accent.
it's going
be that
into
one.
it. Yes.
I'm also fighting like traditional like go-to British accent.
Yeah.
I feel like if I tried to do an accent, it would just be offensive. So I'm just gonna
Oh.
speak regular. Yep.
Do you know, is there a certain place these people are going and they're disappearing from, or are they just leaving the city and disappearing in the countryside?
Make a check, relatively low success rate
I did fail my
or
check,
high
right?
success rate.
6.
I will not answer you.
Well, but
So you'll get an effort point, basically. If the DM chooses to keep it a secret, you get an effort.
but I can't go above my.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't go above your max.
Okay. I just can't.
Sorry,
retry
GM.
certain
I'm so used to
ones.
DM.
I'm shy, so I have to roll a d12 technically, and it's worse.
What'd you get?
I'll handle this because I'm a sweet talker. So I would like to know. Well, I will make a check.
Yeah?
Oh no! Oh no!
It's an 8. It's an 8.
Look, I can tell you at least that the people that have disappeared are of little import to the overall health of the town. I care for them, I do. But many of them are ne'er-do-wells, people that didn't adequately prepare for the winter or were not well enough stocked, so they went to the mountain, and most of us know better than to go there.
So the mountain.
Yeah.
Great.
Guess we'll just go over there then.
You seem disappointed about that.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I don't think any
it'll
of
be
us should have
okay.
said anything.
You openly admitted you were a sweet talker.
I try. Hey, I was trying to convince him that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should go just to the mountain. We don't have anything else to take care of, I don't think.
Are there any like shops that would be like this festival stuff? So it's like it's not like useful combat stuff, right? It's like fun, like balloons and candy. Not really balloons.
There is a food stall, and as you begin to wonder and look, bring your gaze over to that direction, the person you've been talking to says, if you're going to the mountain, you'll probably want to stock up on food. Part of the issue is that food has been a bit scarce, and, well, we know better than to eat the foliage and creatures from that place. Many of them are malnourished and not fit for eating. So if you're making a journey and you're hungry, you should stock up beforehand.
You mentioned that this stall had bows and arrows for games. Can we repurpose one of these for?
You see him like kind of go from this like serious demeanor right back into his almost like game show host personality. It's like, why, yes, we do. If you would like to attempt the challenge, it is only 500 yen. Each of you has 500 yen. I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't got no money.
I'm poor. I don't have no money.
I'm very
broke.
miserly, so I'm gonna refrain from that. I was hoping that this would be a
Are you
handout.
sure, sir? It could be a very worthwhile investment. After all, the prize would be a food ticket for any item from the food stall you see right over there. And as it so happens, that food stall charges 1,000 yen.
I'll take you up as he's back to his happy. He's like, I got this.
I can eat.
Well then, sir, you're more than welcome to use the bow that we have here, or if you have your own weapon, by all means, you can use that as well.
He's gonna pretend to pull up a bow, but there's nothing in his hands.
Okay.
And as he brings his hand back, he cocks his wrist, and this little pinprick thing shoots out from his wristband, pricks his hand, and then he's gonna just like shoot a spear of blood out of his hand.
Right
towards the
before
target.
the blood spear like emanates from his hand, he like waits for the right moment to interrupt you, and he's like, he says, You need only hit the target 3 times in a row to win the prize. Make an attack roll.
Wow, it's like that should have been mentioned
Attack check.
first.
8.
No. The one time our dice are rolling for max.
Right.
How many chances do I get as he misses?
Well, you can. We'll say it's a freebie. I did interrupt your aiming process, but you'll need to hit all 3 consecutively.
Oh,
No need to hit anywhere specifically on the target. Just make contact. As he kind of looks at the wall beyond the target that you missed, and it's spattered with blood now.
I would like to try to make an attack on it too.
Oh, by all means. That'll be 500 yen.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll all 3 at once. Oh no.
So I have no more money.
4, 5, and 6.
You, in sequential order, you sort of like Spider-Man. The first one,
Wait.
the first one makes a direct center hit. The second one clips the side of the target, and as it sort of spins on its axis, it begins to go over. And you're lucky that it does, because if it had not begun to tip, the third strike would not have hit. And it almost looks intentional as he.
Accident.
Impressive! We have a winner, everyone! People like begin clapping, and he hands you a little decorative food ticket.
Well, then never mind.
Wow.
By all means,
No.
we have plenty more tickets. You see a giant roll.
We do
of
all
them
want to hit
sitting
because,
behind the
yeah.
counter.
I don't know what to do.
You rolled a hit.
Yeah, you just rolled a hit.
With my blow dart?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my
Did
food
you say with
ticket. I ain't
glitter?
sharing.
So I
My
believe,
blow
based
dart?
on your character
I was
sheet,
gonna ask how much food do we get with this
Wait,
food.
so I have sharpshooting.
Yes, is this like
Gotta
a...
find it.
Does he get
based
one
on your
hamburger?
character sheet, I believe if you use your like infect power, you could use your blow dart with it, flavor wise, to basically get a D8 to try and score.
Oh
a
yeah,
hit.
what was the range on that? I might have rolled the wrong dice.
No, you rolled the right dice.
Okay.
I do have a question.
Oh, yeah, I do get it.
I am miserly, so I am forced to, when shopping or bartering for goods, I have to go like as cheap as possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I participate in this?
Oh, you can definitely participate. There is
Okay.
no cheaper option available.
Hey, okay.
Loophole.
I like it. I have figured it out.
I have get to use a D8 then if I use my infect,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will say though, Daisuke, there are other challenges available as well if you'd like to try some of those other ones.
Do we get food?
Yep, they all are offering food tickets.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I have to spend an effort to do infect.
Mm-hmm.
So I spend an effort. I rolled a D8. It was a 7. But it did deal 1 damage, and the target is infected.
Okay. So as you strike out with your blow dart, you begin to see that it's veering off course, and you use the small string that's like attached to it
Yeah.
to pull it back ever so slightly, and you guys see it curve on an axis, sticking straight into the target, just barely making contact with it. It actually sticks into the side of it.
It will be infected for a minute.
It does count. So make your other 2 strikes.
Same weapon.
Same weapon.
Ooh! I got a 6 and a 1.
Okay. The 6 hits directly. No need to adjust that. And as you blow dart your last strike, it actually connects with it as the infect damage sort of takes hold. And you see, as it strikes the center of the target, the hay that it's made out of
starts
just like
eating away.
diminishes
Yeah.
and like peels away. And he's, oh, I mean, that counts. You might want to get that checked, but here's your ticket.
I say nothing.
Another winner, everyone, and everyone's like, they're not crapping, they're clapping.
They're crap.
Almost said it.
Oh, there it goes.
I think I would like to participate.
Okay.
I've been peer pressured past my miserly personality, so I do not want to use a bow and arrow.
Okay.
I look on the ground and I see a pebble that
Okay.
I pick up, and I kind of toss it in my hand a few times while I'm looking at it and looking at the targets, and I turn this pebble into more of a spear of rock, of stone, which I can use a D8
Okay.
because control earth.
Nice.
So I will go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. With your 7, launching this rock, you see it flying through the atmosphere. In the last second, you kind of pull your fist in together, and the rock splits in 2. And the tiniest fraction of it sends off in a different direction and strikes the target just barely.
I see a hole. I see it. It hit.
It does. It did hit.
It definitely
Yeah.
did.
It counts.
Sure.
It counts.
Sure.
No
It counts.
hesitation.
It counts.
So I do my other 2 rolls.
Do your other 2 attacks.
Oh, that one's cocked. You can reroll that one.
Oh, 7 and 8. I'm not very good with rock, apparently.
With the second,
new to this.
with the
target's made of
second
straw.
2
It's
attacks,
rock.
you kind of you throw them with a hand each, spinning them sort of gracefully as they spin through the air. One goes a bit wide, and so you decide, okay, I'm going to do the same trick, and you try and split it into 2 pieces. As you do, it accidentally strikes the other one, veering it off course. It goes wide, and you do hit one more time, but you do not hit all 3. Oh, tough luck, friend.
I know I should have saved my money.
Well, it is a festival after all. If you would like to try another game, I think we could arrange that if all of your friends would be willing to participate.
You haven't hit yet, though, have
I
you?
don't have any more money.
Were you gonna try to hit the
You look
targets?
back at me, and the money's on the counter, and I rolled a 4, 5, and a 7.
He turns to look at you. The money's on the counter, and there's already 3 punches in the target. Oh, I'll tell you what. How about we do a double or nothing?
Please, sir.
Define
You-
what you
Sir,
mean.
can I have
Your
some
friends have
more?
already won, and surely you're up to the challenge.
Did the 5 hit?
The 5 did hit.
Okay.
And to be clear, he is speaking about a different game.
Okay. Okay. What game?
This game is simply called the Face Game, and he kind of scooches over to the booth adjacent. As you see at the back of the tent, there's a lot of decoration, but there's really just a man in a mask who's just sitting stoically on a small crate. The game is simple. Everyone here, and you look, there's a few kids. There's at least one adult who's maybe had too much sake to drink, and the task is simple. All you must do is guess the face of the man behind the mask. He is contorting his facial features in such a way that it will be obvious if you guess correctly. So, in a short while, I will ask all of you to make a face, and I will lift his mask, revealing if you have won or not.
Does the mask have eye holes?
It does. Oh, I see why you're asking. In that case, it wouldn't. They're not trying to pull something over on you.
So I was like, he's gonna
I see
date
what
his
you're saying.
face. This game's rigged.
Can I use my analyst talent to see if I can notice if the mask is like grunched up in a way, if I can see the outer lays, if his eyes are squinched, anything like that?
Oh, I was counting on it.
There we go.
2.
Okay. Very good roll.
For those of you who don't know, that's good.
And as you look, you can see that certain muscles of his face are tensed up, and you hear the stall manager begin to call out, and if even one of you guesses correctly, all of you will get a meal ticket that you can use at the booth down the way. And a few of the people are cheering. One of the parents behind the kids are rolling their eyes. There's
Standing ready.
there's no way anybody's gonna guess it. So as you see the muscles are tensed up on this person, you can see that his facial features are contorted in such a way that his teeth are sticking out. He's cross-eyed, and his eyebrows are raised. So he's
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you make it because I was about to make it too. Okay.
You did the old pop air.
Yeah.
Without his hands.
He said, "All right, everyone, make your faces. 3, 2, 1, go." All right, and he lifts the mask. And he's like, "Oh my God, we have a winner!" And he points over at Rin's direction.
Yeah.
People are startled and surprised, and he begins spinning tickets off of the wheel quickly as they sort of band out and fly all over the place. He snips off several and gives each of you an additional one.
You see,
Can you just hear under his breath? Of course I won.
You see Masari go, oh, good job, Ren. That was good.
Thank you.
You did really great.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ren.
We'll be plenty fed. Now, let's go kill a demon. I was going to say...
let's go get some food first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess we can't eat the tickets. That is...
We walk off
good.
the tickets in hand towards the mountain.
I got
You're
caught
gonna
up-
eat the tickets.
I got
Yeah.
caught up in my own success. We should get the hamburgers first.
As you approach the bustling food stall, you find yourself entranced by the tantalizing aroma of sizzling delights. The vendor, a skilled culinary craftsman, cooks takoyaki and taiyaki with a mastery that mirrors the festive spirit surrounding you. The golden spheres of takoyaki, or takoyaki, sorry if I say this wrong, I'm not used to saying that word.
Taki-taki?
Each sphere concealing a succulent surprise within, beckoning a savory allure. Meanwhile, the taiyaki, shaped like mythical creatures, radiate warmth and sweetness. Specifically, if any of you have seen Demon Slayer in Mugen Train, whenever
Oh, yeah.
Rengoku,
Tasty!
yeah, that's basically takoyaki. And then taiyaki, you could imagine, is almost like a waffle on a stick filled with red bean paste. Yeah.
That sounds good.
That does sound really good. I have not eaten anything today. That sounds so good.
You want a waffle on a stick, my man?
Yes, absolutely. With extra red bean paste.
As you approach, you see that there are plenty available, and the stall manager calls out to you. What'll it be? What do you have?
Masaru says, 2 foods, please, as he slaps his tokens down.
Whatever this will get us.
Which foods? Which ones?
2 of them.
Which ones?
2 of them.
Do you have any steamed buns by chance?
Sorry, just takoyaki and taiyaki today, and we're actually running a bit low. May want to get fast.
Okay.
I'll take takoyaki.
And I'll take taiyaki.
I will take 1 taiyaki, please.
1 of each.
I can only get 1.
So, the takoyaki is an action to consume and allows you to recover 1 health. The taiyaki is an action to consume and recovers 1 effort.
What did I buy?
I don't remember what you said. Yeah, they're too similar,
Takoyaki
right?
is
Maybe
one health.
we should know what I would have picked the one that does the effort.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So what's it
Actually,
called?
I want the 2 of
Taiyaki.
How I spell it?
Taiyaki.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I.
I knew you were missing something.
Yeah.
Yep. Takoyaki.
Covers 1 effort.
Yes.
Uses an action.
And our talents and stuff don't use an effort unless it specifically says,
It
right?
says
Yeah.
if it'll use an effort or not.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything that uses an effort then.
I do.
Yeah,
There
but
are,
you
like,
have
base
you
actions
have
that
your
use
base
effort. Yeah,
actions,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
can spend
That's a good
effort to
thing.
like roll extra die on challenges and that sort of thing.
Perfect.
And you said takoyaki is plus 1 health?
Yes.
I will go with that because we are all about health in this house.
Hell yeah. As all of you begin to gather your culinary delights, you overhear somebody who's also ordering a bit of food and handing it off to a small boy on the side who you imagine is his son.
Or is he a demon?
I'll say, because you were the first to order, make a check to see if you can overhear what they're talking about.
Me?
Yeah.
This would not be any of my...
No, this would be, I believe, a
It's a
D10.
Okay. Okay.
If nothing on the sheet applies.
4.
Nice, good roll. So you hear basically he's as he orders. Is there really enough for the whole evening? We were rationing all year. And the stall manager calls out, "Never mind that. Please eat your fill. Poor harvest last year should not hinder your spirits tonight." If you say so. I just don't want to run low. We've been kind of rationing ourselves, and you see that like even the boy is a bit gaunt in the face. He's adequately well fed, but he's definitely skinnier than average. That's what you notice.
Cool.
Okay.
I need this food. I would normally maybe share some, but given
You don't need to regain no effort. No, I'm just-
yeah.
Okay. Then what would all of you like to do?
Is this food for later or?
It
We needed
doesn't
to
like
stock that,
add to your
correct?
maximum. It like replenishes basically. So
Right.
you
I
probably
already
want to save it
used-
for later.
Yeah, but I already used one, but I'm not gonna eat it now. I'll use it later.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I don't know.
Does the food decay?
I mean, over a large period of time, sure. It'll keep for at least the length of this session.
So
Now we need to go up the mountain.
I don't know how to say this, but should we use the little boy as bait?
We could use the little boy as bait.
You said these people were going up to the mountains that are not adequately prepared.
I do not think we should use someone as bait.
Okay.
Not prepared to
I'm just trying to get the job done. okay?
absolutely protect them. Absolutely not.
He does bring up a good point.
No.
We didn't say kill him. Bait.
Right.
We set a trap.
I think that it could work.
Why don't we maybe okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Why don't we no, that's even weirder. Never mind.
Now I got it.
I was like, why don't we build a straw doll and then be like, hey, little boy, can we have some of your blood so we can put it on the doll?
Yeah.
I was like, that's not so bad. And then
And then there was
it got
blood.
worse. It got
Then it
worse.
got worse.
I thought it'd be out of context walking up and being like, hey, Dad, can I take some of your
Well,
kid's
I am
blood?
always up for blood.
And eating people usually.
Not eating people. No. The doll idea could work.
Do we would know?
I have sweet talk, so I can try
What
to
they-
convince. I can convince this that,
Give me
that our
the-
intentions are pure.
Give me the clothes off of your back, little boy, so that I can make a doll that
think-
looks
Could
kind of
they
like
not
you.
just be?
I can offer you some sweet food stall food. Just come with me in my white van.
They do, but if I recall in our training, I think they prefer it's usually I think younger and purer humans, right?
I didn't go to the official training. I was late that day. Do you
She
have
slept
notes?
Do you have notes? They like younger and pure.
No, I have no
Apart.
need for
Less
that.
lean of meat.
Okay.
Would I?
Stressing Alex out with this.
Make a check for it.
Put it under the
6.
That was almost an 8.
You would at least know that varying demons tend to have different tastes, but most of them would prefer,
No.
dealing such a slight to those who are innocent or.
I remember the lore now. Sorry.
I don't.
So I guess I misunderstood. Are you saying that this kid's already going up to the mountain?
No, he's saying that the kid is malnourished, and the people that are getting taken are malnourished and going to the
Yes.
mountain for food.
So I was
getting-
thinking that we just kind of follow them,
Or
kinda
suggest
just
be
see
like,
what's
yeah.
going on, you know?
Yeah.
If that's where they decided to go.
Mm.
Yeah.
What?
Would you like to?
What do you say?
Loudly suggest that there's a lot
I
of
think
food
we-
at the top of the mountain?
I like that. That is a very good idea.
I mean, there is a good chance we'll just get up there and it'll show itself and come for us. We just have to be prepared.
But we don't sound that innocent, so I don't know how appetizing we would be. to a
Definitely
demon.
not.
Yeah,
It may not be innocence. It could just be flesh.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
I'm not comfortable using another entity as bait.
Is the dad hungry?
Does the dad seem innocent?
I mean, the dad looks just as poorly fed as the child. Nobody would ever starve their own child just so they could eat more,
You never know.
Well,
Yeah.
I just watched the Gypsy Rose documentary.
Oh,
Oof.
well,
You
yeah,
know.
that is a thing.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
Not in this universe.
He's a good dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a good dude.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
No Munchausen here.
Okay, then I I will refrain from loudly suggesting that they should go check the top of the mountain. And I guess I'll do my job. And
I heard there's a Thanksgiving feast up there.
He's like, I hear there's a lot of food at the top of the mountain.
it's very fresh.
And not possessed by demons at all.
And should we go?
I think that would be best at this point.
Yes, we have our food.
Before anybody changes their mind.
As the four of you begin to move through the streets towards the mountain in the distance, you come upon a woman who's sort of making her way through the crowd, almost as if in a trance, as she appears to be dizzied somewhat.
She also look malnourished.
Oh my god.
A bit.
Well, I'm wondering if she's
You know what?
like.
Make a check as well. I'll tell you for free. She does look malnourished, but I would like to.
Oh, 1! Yeah! Natural 1!
Get wrecked.
Okay.
Don't get excited about those often.
No.
You've done a lot of traveling as a part of the Demon Slayer Corps, and as you look upon all the people here at the festival, you begin to notice that everyone here is looks pretty starved, looks pretty hungry. And as you're aware from traveling in this region, it experienced a very long winter. Many of the crops did not make it. And so they were surviving off of rations until this, the first taste of spring. They seem to be cutting loose a bit. But yes, this woman in particular does certainly look gaunt in the face.
Is
This
she...
entire place is quite depressing.
Yeah. Can we continue to observe her for a bit?
Yeah.
We sit down on a bench and we start eating popcorn.
You're kind of like keeping an eye on
I wanna
her
know
as
what
she
she thinks.
moves through the crowd. She every once in a while lays hands on a passerby as they kind of look at her awkwardly and continue to walk. She dances in a twirl as her dress sort of picks up off the ground and she lands on another person. They begin to walk on, and then she almost leaps towards your arms, Daisuke. As she graces your arm, she hangs on you. The entirety of her weight is now upon you. You're a very strong individual, but I'll have you make a check anyway to see if this pushes you back.
Be a 10?
I believe so, unless you have something different to...
As I see her fall in his arms,
No.
Okay.
I'm going to control wind to blow wind towards me, and I want to see if I smell alcohol on her.
Okay. You can make a check for that as well.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So she knocks me down.
Yeah, she knocks you clean over and basically lands beside you, still gripping your arm. Sorry, stranger.
More clear.
I've just been following a sense of... And she grasps your hand in both of hers. She pulls your hand palm side up as she begins to trace the lines of your palm. What did you roll?
An 8.
Okay.
I think I like
Nat
this.
8.
She certainly seems to be under the influence
go
of
with her.
something, but you don't smell any alcohol.
Okay.
And as she begins to trace the ley lines of your hand, an omen this is. The mountain, the river, the soil, all are present here in the lines of your palm. As the mountain wept last fall, the crops withered to an unseen ailment. She now looks you in your eyes in a way that an almost demented old person would. They're talking nonsense,
Not
but
flirty.
they're she is
Not flirty.
and she's a close talker, she is right there.
Right up.
I am so glad she's talking to you.
The sour rains have taken their toll, but it seems there is more to this curse that lies shrouded. But now it binds you here. Your own fate is tied to it. And then you see a couple of other festival goers lift her up off of you. Come on, it's time to... Maybe you've had a few too many this time. And they begin to move her back away, and you see her eyes begin to droop and roll almost in the back of her head. They pull her into, you see a stall that is garnished with many different elegant fabrics as a bit of incense rolls out as they break the threshold, pulling her back in. She appears to be some sort of a festival fortune teller. But even at an event such as this, it strikes you as odd. She read your fortune. She didn't ask it.
I didn't
anything
pay.
of you. She didn't pay.
Yeah.
You didn't pay.
Hey, I mean, it was free.
Yeah, hey, perfect.
Better have been free for how close she was getting.
Her breath did not smell great.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you actually. I didn't do great on that.
What would you all like to do at this point? Just continue to the mountain, I assume, or
That was
Yes.
particularly ominous, but
It sounds like
nothing we didn't know.
Yeah.
Right?
yes. It
Fair
sounds
enough.
like whatever happened to the crops is also up at the top of the mountain. Maybe even the demons.
maybe the demon's stopping like the spring from flowing.
It seems
down.
like everything wants us to go to the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
So we go to the bottom of the mountain. Is that what you're saying?
we go to the nearest cave that goes into the mountain.
Oh.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
okay. In that case, beyond the town, the path to the supposedly cursed mountainside unveils itself beneath a gentle dusting of light snow. Each step echoes with the hushed crunch of glistening foliage, and the air is crisp with the biting chill of a silent tension. The world is transformed into a monochromatic dreamscape as a fog weaves downwards like a spectral cascade from the steep slopes above. You are now here at the base of the mountain where there is a forest ahead of you. What would you all like to do?
You said that there's like a dense fog.
There is a dense fog rolling down from the mountain.
And it's very ominous, apparently.
Yeah,
Yes.
the music
Very
even
ominous.
changed.
Take out my AirPods and I'm like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
well, should we press on?
Yes.
Yeah,
I vote
think
yes.
We should keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the marching order? Who's in the lead? Who's behind? Who's in the middle?
I would be right in the middle.
You would be, we'll say,
Third.
second or third.
I'd probably go first.
Okay, you'll be first.
I can go second.
Second, and you would be
I
taking
will
up the
follow
rear
up
then?
the rear.
Okay. Each of you make a check to see how well you can see through this fog. It would be a
5.
10, yeah. It's a 10 unless otherwise stated, basically. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
6.
Okay.
It's a good thing I'm in the back.
Yeah.
What you gonna bring up the front?
A 10 or an 8, you said? I'm sorry.
10.
10.
Unless
Okay.
unless it
Something
otherwise.
that-
Unless you have
says,
something that allows you to see better.
No.
Okay.
No. Can I? Thank you.
Mhm.
I don't have a 10. 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh no, no, not
I
nice.
was
Yeah.
being sarcastic.
We are lost.
High number, bad. Yeah, if anyone is interested, because this is a sponsored stream, I would like to point out that low rolls are good in this game. We like low rolls.
We don't like
Um,
math.
For that reason, I did
Yes.
forget to mention our chaos points will be working differently tonight. We only have a D8 available, but you can essentially roll a D8 using points that you gain throughout watching the stream in order to basically create a pool
Yeah.
of rolls for our players to pick from.
And the on-screen text says it's 300 points, but it is 5.
It is 500 tonight just because it is a
Yeah.
different
The
system and it
menu
plays
is
differently.
update though, so if you do exclamation menu, it has the right information.
So, with that said, you're leading, and
I'm
you're
third,
you're
he's
leading.
leading.
Sorry, and
Leading
you
is
rolled
when
a
I'm
10.
second. I rolled a 5. Does that help us 10 as second in line?
How thick is this fog? Like, can we, if we're in a straight line, like, am I losing the person directly in front of me?
At this
or-
point, you can at least see the person or your entire group. You could probably you have visibility out about 30 feet.
Okay.
The zones are
30 feet.
30
Zones
feet.
are 30 feet. Sorry, zones are 15 feet.
15.
They're 3 by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I use control wind to blow the mist away. It's everything in one zone.
Okay.
Could I help with the control water? Since mist is like water and air.
Interesting.
Bougie.
Okay, yeah. both of you roll a check with your
There's Grim redeeming
talents.
some D8s for us.
Sorry, I got really thrown
Thanks,
off.
Grim.
I was so embarrassed a minute ago. Sorry, Darkport. I don't know where my brain went in that moment.
Did it roll?
I didn't
Nice.
see it.
3?
There's a 4 up there. I
No.
don't know.
No, the 4 was
There it
already
goes. There it goes. I
Yeah.
got it. I just didn't hit it.
Oh, no, I thought it might have. Not
Cool.
It is an 8, but
Well,
in a lot of situations that can help out. An 8 is kind of in the middle, considering 1 to 12 is
that's
the
true.
range.
For
Yeah.
okay.
So
for
thank
the
you,
thought
Grim.
that
That'll help us
Thank
out
you,
for sure.
Grim.
Grim Reaper, everyone. A mainstay in the chat.
Likes to keep our chat full.
we roll the same thing, Caleb?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Oh,
We both
nice.
got 3s. We're in sync.
So
We're
with
moving.
with your powers combined, you're able to part the mist around you and almost create a tunnel for you to walk through. On either side, it is still quite obscured, but you can at least see the ground ahead of you quite well. With that being said, as you move forward, with your aforementioned check, we'll have you re-roll that check now.
Okay. Nope.
10. I know we're doing Demon Slayer, but that was some real Avatar stuff. Like I picture us both like
Yeah.
walking and doing this. As we're parting the.
As long as you go.
6.
Is it in regards to staying quiet?
It is not.
Okay.
But that is a good point. Are you
Sorry.
all making an effort to stay quiet?
I would be.
I am,
Okay.
because I'm just a quiet person.
Would you?
Yeah, I've
I don't
self-footed.
know.
Definitely,
I don't think he would.
Yeah.
How I've
I forgot.
described him so
Well, I
far.
completely forgot
I'm
I had this
very
behind me.
lumbering and,
Yeah.
and big, so no. No, I'm not a very quiet
Need a
person.
D6 to it. Do you have anything that lets you do D6?
No, I don't think so, but I'll pull it up just in case.
Okay. Well, whoever's trying to stay quiet, I'll have you roll checks for that as well.
So you need to roll a C and to stay quiet.
Okay.
Well, Caleb, yeah.
Well, I wrote it. My D10 was a 6.
Oh, okay.
7.
And
Oh, we have another D8 from the
Yes.
chat coming from Randy. Sorry. I was reading your last name as I said Randy.
Yeah.
And so the M just kind of slipped its way in there. Randy coming in with the 6. Nice.
Yes.
That'll be helpful. So what were your stealth rolls?
7.
2.
7 and a 2. Nice. As you're focused in your ability to see, you re-rolled it as well?
A 6.
Okay.
Better than a 10.
As you continue to move through the forest with the mist now cleared, you find yourself able to reasonably place your footing in areas that don't have so much frozen foliage that crunches underneath your feet, and you move relatively silently. As you keep yourself hidden from whatever may be approaching, you hear the heavy footfalls of the two coming in behind you. Poof, 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 poof.
You are so loud.
But you know that you all are at least concealed.
Okay.
Specifically, Ren, as you continue to move, it didn't. Yeah,
Oh, she rolled another one.
I just
just bumped it.
Oh.
Ren, as you continue to move forward, you are so distracted and focused on moving stealthily through this forest and paying attention to the ones that are moving behind you, potentially attracting attention, that in the ethereal silence of this cursed mountainside, your gaze now fixates upon a forlorn creature, frail, a doe. Its once graceful form now a haunting specter of malnourishment. With hollow eyes, it delicately hooves through the frosted underbrush, seeking morsels that elude its skeletal frame. Suddenly, an ominous creak rends the air. The subtle herald of your unwitting descent into the macabre. A hunting trap hidden amidst the wintry underbrush clamps shut. Make a avoid check. So basically just make a check here. It'll be a D10 unless you have something else for avoiding attacks.
1.
Nice.
Nice.
Natty 1.
Get wrecked.
We like
As-
those natty ones
As the
tonight.
piercing bite of this trap threatens to ensnare you, it clamps shut just as you leap back, grasping a tree, holding yourself aloft, using the wind to actually push you up a fair bit higher than a normal human would be able to jump. You look down upon it now and see, or rather hear, the metallic echo reverberating through the silence, and the cursed mountains reverberate with this sound before it eventually combines with a distant and deranged cackling.
You see this sharp-statured figure holding onto a tree branch dangling and goes, well, it knows we're here now.
What would you all like to do?
Can I
Can we-
see it?
Oh, yeah.
You can make a check here. I'll allow you to re-roll your check from earlier now that the wind is...
I was wondering
Or the
if we
mist
could-
is
if we
partially
could hear where
clear.
that
But
came
that's-
from.
That's what I was about to say. Could I use analyst?
I don't actually need to know where to see
Well,
it.
tell me how you're trying to perceive it, basically.
I would like to see if I could perceive where it is based on where its laugh came from.
Okay, yeah, then you can just roll a normal check for that.
Do I need to
unless-
re-roll? Because I just rolled a 4.
Yeah, you
Okay.
use the 4 then. Okay. You can make a check as well if you'd like. See if you do any better.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Nice.
So, quick
I put my ear
question.
next to hers.
If I were to, I'm not saying I'm doing this, but
Okay.
hypothetically, if I were to try to shoot it, I can do that because I don't have to be able to see it. However, could I also do sharpshooting and infect in the same attack?
I don't see why.
Unless it says they both take like an action or something weird like that. It just says if on your attack you.
I just have to roll a d12 to hit
Yeah.
if I can't see it. But then to do infect, I have to spend effort.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I would allow it.
Okay.
So as you both hear this cackling in the distance, what was that? Thanks
I
for.
searched
Didn't
in
know
the
it had
thing,
a search bar.
Oh,
and he
Sorry.
was like, "Oh, you could search."
as you hear this echoing in the distance, you are able to pinpoint relatively well where it came from. You can tell at the very least that it came from further up the mountain and that it is quite a ways away. So far away that you imagine that it might have heard the trap, but not actually have eyes on you. And as you begin to draw your eyes towards the direction of the sound, you see that the steepness of this mountainside increases as you grow closer to the source of the sound, and you'll definitely need to do a bit of light climbing to get up.
Thanks, Randy.
We just got a
Wow,
$50
thanks, Randy.
Whoa!
Randy,
Randy!
Thank you.
You! I will make sure to add your chaos points in just a second here. I'm sure we'll be taking a break in a
We're
moment.
gonna have so
That
many
is so
D8s.
nice. Thank you so much. Randy coming in hot with a 50.
Well, we're gonna have some chaos on our next stream.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't remind them about that.
Yeah.
Grim Reaper's saving up over there.
I'm gonna die.
All right. So, what are all of you doing at
You
this
said
point?
it's like
You said we need to climb.
far.
It is quite far, and you can tell that there
Okay.
are like some rocky cliffs that you'll need to climb to get closer to
I
it.
am good at climbing.
Okay.
I have climbing gear. So is that exclusive to me, or can I like share
It's
with
just
the
you.
homies?
I believe it's just you.
But it's cool. I'm sure-footed.
But you, I would
the
allow you.
homies.
I would allow you to make a check and see if you could like carry somebody.
Well, and I can also use because I can control Earth. I can, depending on how high we need to go,
Yeah.
I can like lift somebody
Oh.
up to a certain height.
Okay, Toph.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
exactly who
tall.
I was thinking.
I'll leave it
I
up to
love
you how
Tom.
you'd like to use that power and when to use it.
Okay.
Totally your call.
am gonna like just put my head down and tell them like I'll see you guys up the mountain, and I'm gonna like just start climbing.
Okay, make a check for it.
I get to roll a d8,
Ooh.
and it's a 1, baby.
Ooh.
Woo!
Very nice.
You say that, we turn around and we're like, oh.
I've not been keeping track of our rolls. Do you know?
We had an 8 and a 6 so far.
An 8 and a 6.
Okay.
You guys see Kinoko actually place her first hand on a rocky outcropping, propel herself forward, and she almost seems to float as her arms are just doing this. Like, it almost seems like she's not even touching the
It's
rock.
very Edward and Twilight.
Oh, God. Where he's like, it's giving Edward
I'm always
vibes.
looking for a reason to bring it back to Twilight. He always does it. This is the fucking skin of a killer.
She looks back down at all of you. She's like, as if you could outrun me.
As if you could outrun me. As if you could find me off.
She's trying to get above the fog so that she can
6.
glimmer.
Yeah. So I'll have the rest of you roll as well.
To
Did I do it again?
You click the magic item.
Was that
God
because-
damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody take it away.
We've gotten
Can't be my job anymore.
Oh, it's all good.
And was that
Sorry.
because you're sure-footed or you
Yeah.
have climbing gear? Okay, so actually,
Are you sure
I can.
too?
I'm
No,
sure-footed
I'm not.
and I have climbing gear, so I
Oh.
can loan somebody if one
Oh.
of you has a
Oh, you
little
loaned him the
trouble.
climbing gear. Nice,
Okay.
smart.
All right,
Do
because
you
it's
need
both
it?
a D8.
Well, I think we both need it equally, so
That's
it depends
fair,
on if
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to use it.
He can
or
take
not.
it. I can move the wind around me, so I can at least see through the
Okay.
mist.
Okay, so then roll a d8 as you strap on the climbing gear that he's your ally is.
The wind does
graced
give
you
me
with.
an idea, though.
And you want me to roll a d10?
If that is your die to roll.
If
for
I
it.
do bad, how does it work if I want to use the water to like save me from a bad roll? Like, do I have to declare that before I roll?
You can do it afterwards.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay.
I'll just take that.
A 7. So.
We get another
So-
D8. We got another
Thank
D8.
God
this is gonna break my
Well, no,
way.
but thank God it's all D8s because
Yeah.
that
We did get another d8 if anybody wants it.
Oh man.
Can I take a
Hit it
d8 if I
again.
rolled a d10?
Hey, yeah, you can. It's just a roll.
Grim
Another
Reaper.
8.
It's another 8.
I'm just gonna
but
listen to you.
that will definitely come in handy. I promise you.
An 8
There
is
are a
better
lot
than
of
a
checks
10.
that we make in this system.
Yeah, no, you can take it.
Thank you, Grim. Thank you so much.
Caleb can take that even though he has to roll a D10.
Okay.
No, are we
I'm
Yes,
asking?
yes, he can. Anyone can
Sorry,
take
I was
these.
talking
It's only a
with my hands.
D8 to establish the like.
No, okay.
Ends of
I just
the
wanted to
roll.
make sure because I didn't know if you did something to like.
Because I don't want somebody to
even it
spend
out.
chaos points and roll at 12. That would be sad.
Right.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
I mean, can I try to help him? Can we like
The
we've got
6.
ways to control the elements here. Can we try
Yeah.
to like help him from falling, seeing him
So I
struggling
will.
to find his footing?
I'll tell you what happens, and then you can tell me what you'd like to do. To, like,
You taking it?
it is very free form. Whatever you guys want to do.
I rolled a 10.
Such is the SAGAS TTRPG. As things happen, you guys can just change it on a whim. There is no specific rule in place for anything, so we'll just go with it.
Okay, good.
With your 4, you are able to climb quite amply, and as you look down, you see Daisuke begin to climb, and as sure-footed as he is, he appears not to be as used to like the moisture that's on this rock, and so he's slipping off and looking up at you. And Daisuke, maybe you're starting to feel like, I should have kept that climbing equipment.
I do want to. Can
Yeah.
I use my control earth to break footholds in the mountain to help me climb up a little better?
You definitely
that's
can.
cool,
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to roll a D8.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll
Maybe
it.
this one will break my way. Let's see. 3.
Oh, there you go.
So as you get the idea from the climbing gear that pierces into the rock, you see that and look back down at your own hands and and you
That's what I
start
like
like
to hear.
actually piercing into the rock with your bare hands and feet as you move up slow and steady. You make solid progress. And what did you roll, Ren?
A 10, but then I took a 6.
Okay. You're pretty slow and steady. You're able to get up there a couple of times. You start to slip and your heart races, but you catch yourself with the wind as you kind of like push yourself back into the rocks, and all of you are able to make it up of this, up the side of this sharp cliff. As all of you
Heck
get
yeah.
to the top and sort of dust yourselves off, you turn to survey your surroundings, and even though the fog is still thick here and you haven't had quite enough time to clear it aptly, you can see the silhouette of some structure a bit further from the cliff in the woods.
What do you think it is?
About how far?
It's a structure of some
It would
kind.
be about 40, 50 feet. It's like a silhouette is what you
Okay.
can see.
I would like to try to like sneakily move, but not in the direct path.
Gonna
So-
strafe a
Off to
little
the
bit.
side.
Yeah, kind of like I'm gonna go wide.
We're gonna
Okay.
flank it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'll go right, you go left.
I'll go
We're
in the
both
middle.
sure-footed, so
Yes.
we can get around them just as fast as they can go straight.
Wait, yeah, I would actually like to kind of like I would like to sneak around and scope it out if I could.
Are we splitting up? Are we going 2 on one side, 2 on the other side?
Yeah, let's,
Always a good idea.
let's do that.
Always.
Yes.
2 and 2.
Nothing bad ever happens.
So who's going where?
Never.
I'm going right.
I'll
we
go
wanna-
left. I'll go left.
Do you want to just do that side of the table, this side of the table?
I was like, Donner's redemption.
Where do we go?
No, it doesn't matter how y'all want to split it. Well, okay, y'all 2 are sure-footed.
Yeah.
I'm soft-footed.
That's what I was
And
thinking.
Come with me.
Okay, yeah, we'll split
I just
it
got feet.
side by side.
He got
Your
regular
feet,
feet.
very normal feet.
Regular feet.
Yeah, how does it feel to not have dark vision, huh? No, I'm
Just by the way, if you
You don't either.
just don't touch me, I'm poisoned.
Oh, okay. Great.
So you know.
No. Mm-mm.
I picked the right partner.
You hear me chuckle and go to touch her like I usually would.
I'm not very sneaky, so you hear me
Yeah.
clunking to the side.
I will have
what I
all.
sound
Of,
like
I
every
will
day I
have
walk
all
in
of
this
you
house.
make a sneak check.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get to roll a d8 because it's movement?
Using your sure-footed feature, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
2, baby. That's good,
I
right?
rolled good.
Low numbers are good.
Oh, I guess
7.
that's kind of the same thing. That was an. Oh well. 5.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So
Sorry, buddy.
the 2 of you
They know
move
we're here.
relatively stealthily yet again as you circle around the side. It's split up between you 2 and you 2, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
side of the table and that
Okay.
side of the table.
As you draw closer,
Rose
you
versus
hear a
rose.
sound in the distance that sounds like a sudden snapping of a branch, and it sets you on edge until you can see the subtle outlines of 2 other figures that are your compatriots as you are moving quite loudly and you snap a giant branch underneath you. Still, like, in the back of your mind, subconsciously moving with that same stompy energy as you did on the rock face, you snap into a branch. You're like, oh, I don't need to be stomping.
And you hear me, oh no, a branch.
So with that,
We have a bright one on our team.
I will say all of you come into view, come close enough to view this structure. A looming silhouette emerges through the mist and trees, an abandoned lodge, a forsaken relic of forgotten endeavors. A shallow breeze parts the fog as it moves towards you and wafts in the scent of decay. The hovel, a skeletal structure itself, has fallen into utter disrepair, and it seems liable to collapse at any moment. The 2 of you, the 4 of you are separated into groups at this point, so individually you can decide what to do.
Are there like windows on the building?
You see at least a window on the side facing you. There is a small window.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
That was really good with the music. It was so good.
Make a check for it then. Yeah. And see what you see in there. It's quite dark.
I see 9.
You're not seeing anything.
Eee. Would 8 be better?
It's just full of like snow. I don't come up the snowbank on the side.
The combination of the mist that still resides within this place and the relative darkness within as the sun is now beginning to get lower in the sky. You can't really tell exactly where it is because there is all that fog, but you can see the outline of it beginning to sink behind the mountain. You can't really make out anything inside of the building.
What was your character's name again?
Daisuke.
I walk back to Daisuke and I'm like, oh, can't see anything. I'm not good at this. I can't stealth. I can't sneak. I'm not.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll go look. I yell.
Loudly.
Go. Yeah. Go.
Okay.
You'd probably be great at it.
8.
Just way better.
You peer through the same window after stomping up to it, and then you just turn you just walk right up to the window, look in, and you can't see anything. You turn to him. I can't see anything either.
We're so bad at this.
You guys see that this is occurring on the other side of the building, and at this point you've probably figured the jig is up. But what would you like to do?
Hey, if anything, they really don't know you're there, and they really know we're there.
Well, then, seeing these 2 idiots over here, is there a door on my side?
It's not necessarily a door, but part of the building has collapsed, and there is a large opening to enter.
Okay,
on
then
your
I would
side.
like to try to like sneak around
Okay.
to peek into.
And what did you roll earlier for being sneaky? A 2, right? Yeah, nice. Okay, so as you cautiously cross the threshold, the sight within shatters any semblance of tranquility. Macabre traps, once designed for hunting creatures, now echo with a sinister intent. Their mechanisms rusted and worn with dark brown residue staining them. In the dim light, you can discern the horrifying scene of a malnourished and skeletal figure cuffed to the wall in a grotesque display of suffering on the far side. It's actually right next to the window you guys were looking in. You also see
You see us
Two.
talking out
like
the window.
both of
We're
them
just
like looking through the window like there's nothing in here. I don't- you guys don't even see her.
So I don't see. I just see like a person chained to the wall. That's
You
dark.
see- you
That's
see
real
a-
dark, babe.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
Demons,
skeleton or a
you
person?
know?
it is a skeletal figure. They are not moving, and
Does it look like a demon or a human that has been?
it
there
looks.
for a
It
while?
looks. Make a check.
Okay.
Also, the dark brown stains on things is most likely dried blood.
Oh, I was gonna say it's poop.
Do demons
Maybe
poop?
that too.
I mean, they got to, right?
I don't know.
Do vampires have buttholes?
Maybe they're just like really efficient.
That is the question.
Do vampires poop though?
Would they just
According
poop
to
blood?
Stephanie Meyer, everything turns to stone. So they just got a
Oh.
colon full of shit that's just petrified.
They're
So I can
they're the
control
original of the stuff.
Yeah, you can control it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Whoa.
From the inside.
Whoa, that was a 7.
Thank you, OKSDM, for creating the system so we can ask the important
Can
questions.
I run a Twilight themed Sagas campaign? Would you allow me to stream that on here?
Sure, yeah, whatever you want. So what are you
For sure.
what are you doing? A 7.
7.
At this distance, you can tell that they appear to be humanoid, but in your experience as a demon slayer, you know that some demons even take that form. But you can't. They're not moving. They don't look like they're breathing, and their head is like sort of slumped as they sort of hang from this
I want
chain on the wall.
to take out my blow dart, which, as Alex kind of said earlier, it like I take it out. It's like a little tube, and it's got like a long chain that kind of like hangs around it. So when I shoot my little dart, I can pull it back.
Okay.
I'm
How
gonna-
resourceful.
Yeah, that was Alex's idea. Good job. babe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not shoot the thing,
Uh-huh.
but I want to like specifically shoot like a foot or two like to the side of it,
Okay.
and then yank it back really fast. I'm trying to like lure it out.
Yeah. Make a roll.
So I have
Believe this would be a D8.
I am
Yeah,
going to be
let me
doing
search.
something
'Cause it's
while
your
all this
darts.
occurs as well.
sharp.
Okay. What are you doing while she figures that out?
I want to inspect around the house, like not around as in like, ooh, what's hidden around? Is this a farm? Do I see farmland like tilled earth around?
Make a check. See how well you can discern.
What are you thinking that would give me a D8?
Your
Sharpshooting?
sharpshooting, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well then a D10.
It just lets me go one zone beyond.
Gotcha.
5.
Okay, with a 5, as you look around the hut, you can tell that it's at least been here for a long time, and you begin to piece together that in wood such as this, you don't see any collection of firewood, so it wasn't like a woodcutter's hovel. Based on the traps that you can kind of see inside where Kiniko is, you imagine it might have been a hunter's lodge. Maybe somebody would hold up here to gather resources from the mountain a long time ago before they were so malnourished and unfit for eating.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. You strike the wall and all of you hear this like clang of metal against the rough stone.
It doesn't clang.
Oh.
It's little.
Yeah.
So it goes.
It goes.
Okay.
That's it.
As it slams into the wall.
My blow dart, it's very like, it like the chain.
It's like a
is-
little needle.
Mhm,
Got
and
it.
the chain is like little, so
Okay.
it's not like you almost don't see it.
Then you strike the wall next to this creature, and they don't appear to react at all.
I'm trying to like, and yank it back. I'm trying to like lure whatever we think could be in here out.
Okay.
But if nothing comes
As you
out,
pull it back, you hold your own and continue to look around. Nothing moves.
then I'll whisper to Ren, do you have anything to help them? I don't think this is a demon.
I don't think we should trust anything while we're here. That's what they do. Trick. Otherwise, they would never have food.
At this point,
That's
I would
the
begin to
training.
make my way to like the front door, being like, we can't see him, so like we might as well just go in.
So we don't know any of this information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
Can't
don't
see
know.
shit.
You
Yeah.
can't
We're
see anything, so you
talking
just...
loud.
Are you guys going into the building?
Yeah, circling around to the front to go in.
Yeah. I'll say you open the door and you see a giant hole where Kinako and Ren have entered. And you're like, oh, hey, guys.
What are you doing here?
I am standing off a little bit to the side, trying not to be like obviously seen. Not
Okay.
like I'm probably like 5 feet or so away.
Okay.
I'm gonna
We
reach
are-
down.
Did you not see the body?
I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna like pick up one of the traps, and I'm gonna smell it. Can I tell if it's like human, animal, what kind of blood, or if it is blood? Maybe
Make a
it's poop.
check. Make a check.
poop.
Could be
Maybe it
poop.
is poop.
Maybe it's poop.
Could be demon poop.
Could be vampire. poop.
That's a 10.
Could be.
You know,
The world died.
it's not... You can tell at least it's not demon poop.
My nose is sniffly from the cold outside. I'm like,
Needs a big vapor rub.
A couple drunk pieces going.
You gather, nobody could hope to make heads or tails of this long diminished blood on these traps. Maybe it was from an animal. Maybe it was from a human. You just don't know.
So,
How?
I don't think this is a demon on the wall because that would be kind of kinky. So I would, I don't know what these demons are into. So I'm gonna try to help
Yeah.
this person
That's
if they're
what
alive. And
Yeah.
can I use Control Earth to break the what are the walls made of? Is it wood or is it?
There.
Is it
So the
stone?
bottom layer is made of stone, and like about midway up, it becomes like almost Tudor styled, where it's wood and thatched. But you can the chain is attached to the stone portion.
Okay.
So you can do that.
Then I will roll a d8 to see if I can break this stone and set this hopefully alive person free, so we can figure out what's going on. 8.
that was almost a 5. It went no.
So there are no auto failures in this system, which basically means that is enough. You can essentially mold the stone in such a way that the boulder looses itself from the wall,
Okay.
falls onto the ground, and as the chain goes slack, you see the figure begin to fall, and they sort of like catch themselves very loosely before they hit the ground, and then they sort of like roll onto their side.
Okay, so this person's alive.
Barely?
That thing is moving for sure.
Very true. Okay.
Are you okay? I just totally did Val off.
Yeah, that was well off.
Make a check to see if you can
Benefit of
coax
never
this
using
thing.
an accent. All my characters are the right
6.
character.
No answer.
Are you okay?
Yes, I don't think he heard us.
You can make a check as
Do you have
well.
anything to
Yeah.
heal? Anyone?
Oh yeah, I do.
1.
Oh
Yeah, there we go.
So you see your friend Masaru call out like from across the room, and you're like, oh, he didn't hear you.
weren't
And
loud
you
enough.
like, so
I'm like, are you okay?
you walk up to the skeletal figure and like shout in its face, and you see its eyes sort of flicker open. To your astonishment, the tattered remains of life still cling to this fragile being, an empty specter in the heart of this desolation. As they struggle to breathe, they fail to muster any further strength.
I got you. The takoyaki that I took.
Okay.
Because I don't need no effort. I will give it very
Effortless.
yeah. Yeah. I would like to gift it to this
We have-
this fine person.
Speaking of
Whoa.
gifties,
Thanks, Grim.
we have
And-
some from Justin.
Grim
Here.
and Justin. Gifty is
Thanks,
coming in
guys.
hot.
Guys.
5 gifties. Welcome some new friends to the Chaos crew. Thank you, Grim Reaper. Thank you, Justin. You guys are great.
You guys always showing up
Appreciate
for
y'all
us.
I know.
showing up and hanging out with us tonight.
And now
Even on
more
Did you say
people
Grim
can
Reaper?
watch us get
Grim
Yeah.
Reaper, baby.
Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of our regulars.
I
You
like
know
your
what?
song.
I'm willing to say that the reason all this mist is here is because he is here.
There we go,
Yeah.
buddy.
He be
Aw,
reefing.
he always
Yeah.
with us.
Uh,
We'd be so good.
and it is quite grim as this figure barely musters the strength to even grasp the takoyaki from your generous gifting outreach. Some of the balls like fall into the ground, and he sort of like crawls over to it.
I'll like
Begins
feed it
eating.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're good people.
Yeah.
as he
You guys are.
stomachs the savory delights that have hardly diminished since this afternoon, you see a bit of life return to his eyes. He still sort of sways, and he's able to sit himself up against the wall. His breathing is still labored, but he's conscious now.
What did this to you?
I don't know what to call it.
Is the sky exposed in this crumbled down building?
You look up and you see that there are holes in the ceiling. It's not like fully open, but there are like a few 2-foot wide holes.
So is there mist in here obscuring us at all?
Oh yeah.
I would like to use control wind to blow as much of it out as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him again if he
Roll a check to see how well you do it.
can describe the creature that.
One.
Ooh,
Yee,
As a one.
boys. You
it's green.
Sorry, Grim Reaper.
you extend both palms on either side of yourself, and as the wind sort of swirls and reverberates off the walls of this structure, you hear it rattle as the wind parts the fog, and you can now see quite clearly this very dismal dwelling. It has a small area with rotted branches and leaves that appears to be some sort of makeshift bed. There's a small table also stained with dark brown substance, and there are tons of traps just sort of hanging from the walls that sort of clang like a dissonant wind chime as you push the fog out.
I want to ask him if he could, like, describe the creature, or some person, thing. I'm assuming that did this to them.
Where's the demon?
Where is he?
It looked just like a normal man, elderly. I was here with some others. They didn't make it.
How long have you been up here?
About 4 days.
God.
The others, when I got here, looked as bad as I do now. The creatures seemed to delight in our suffering. It wanted to make us weak.
Where did it go?
Where did it come from?
It left
From Ghana.
What?
a day, an hour, a moment. I'm not sure. I've been in and out of consciousness.
What time of day is it right now? If I can see through the sky.
The sun is going out. I mean,
So
it
he
is
might be coming
sunset.
back.
Yeah.
So we do not have long.
I'm going to step
Yes.
outside, and I'm going to try to solidify the mist as best I can to clear it
Okay.
into
I-
like ice to get it to fall
Make a
in
check.
the immediate vicinity. 5.
Were you gonna do something with that mist?
I was going to tell him not to do that, but I don't know what you're doing if you're already doing it.
I just want to see if something's coming up on us.
As you clear the mist in the immediate surroundings, you can at least see like the cliff where you came from. That's about how far you're able
Yeah.
to clear. You don't see any wildlife. It is eerily still.
I'm gonna go back to the door.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be anything approaching us, but
It won't be
might not be
long.
long.
Why don't we lay a trap for it?
I can use my control earth to make a quicksand-like substance at any entryway
And
that
I
we
can
think it's
hide
going to
pretty
come
well. And pull the mist back into the building. So it looks like nothing's here.
from. What do you think? Does it sound like a plan?
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be coming back for its
Yeah.
dinner.
It's meal.
we hide in the corners of the room.
So should we chain him back up? Is what we're saying.
I'll
gonna use
just
a
look
person
to.
as bait.
I'm gonna look to the man and say,
Oh, now we can
No.
use the person as bait.
Well, he's already there.
I was gonna look to the man and say, just like
Get comfy, buddy.
pretend like you're still chained.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, don't
That's a very nice-
actually
yeah.
chain it, but like,
Okay.
yeah. The mist will obscure it.
Not this time.
We're gonna protect
Dang
you,
it.
buddy.
Will you be able, when he devoured the others, he was, I know I described him as a man, but he was not.
We're trained for this.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I stand up proud.
Okay.
So should I roll a d8 to see how effective this quicksand is?
Yeah?
Come on. Don't fail me now.
Come on, dice.
8.
Oh, every single time.
Every single time, it's like almost something else, and then it
I will
rolls
tell
back.
you, my hot dice is the red one.
The red ones have been
The
rolling
red
eights
ones are
and,
great.
eights and sevens.
Oh, no.
You gotta put a little effort to where it bounces off of the back.
You gotta,
Okay.
you gotta
Right.
control the wind. And
Yeah,
All right.
you gotta Yahtzee.
Speaking of effort, don't forget that you guys can spend effort to add extra dice to your
oh,
rolls
that's
as well.
true.
I don't have enough to
I'm
do
not
that.
a tryhard, so
Fair enough.
yeah.
As you begin
I'll
to
totally do it now that I remember.
as you begin to like push against the earth, you feel the ground begin to swirl into a mix of mud, but it never gets quite to that quicksand texture.
Oh, I made a mess.
Can I try to freeze the snow into ice to make it like a slippery
Yeah,
around?
sure. Around just like the immediate
Yeah, seeing
area.
that like not work too well, and be like, okay, well, maybe we can slip him instead of like stick him.
Make a roll.
3.
Very nice. Because this earth has now been kicked up and some of the moisture better exposed, you're able to create a fine ice across the top. It doesn't look like it'll support a ton of weight, but it should at least make for difficult terrain for any, creature that might try and tread upon it.
Gotcha.
Yourself included.
Yay.
I can control it, so I can change it back to liquid where I'm stepping.
Yeah, true that. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna hide in the corner, back by the prisoner,
Okay.
and like keep my hood up and try to like disappear in the shadows.
Okay. As all of you find your places and begin to prepare yourself, steel your resolve for what is to come, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break. If you guys need to go and, have a quick potty or get your own festival snacks, go ahead and do that.
You like looking at the
Yeah,
moon?
go look at the moon.
What's the moon today?
In particular, this is supposed to be like a new year, a lunar New Year celebration, so it would be a new moon. Yeah. I will say we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere, and we'll see you in a second. Bye.
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 Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Drozani, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Rub My Beard, Justinian at Darkport, Angel Jobert, Daddy Frosty, Eoin Gallagher, Sebastian Santiago, Pyro Tiger 11, Amatify, Anthony Pace, Victor Ruiz, Southern Nola, Scott Coiler, Alicia Halflack, Jordan Chief Cynic, Gary Boyles, Enda Buckley, Arcavius, Raymond Diaz, LC, Station, Anton Davidatus, Chris Shaw, Paul Tankersley, One-Eyed Goat 90, Spaceboy, Calazarin, Tofu, Corey of Darkport, Player Lord, JPFR, Josh P, Jim Bassett, Tone Roche, Chase Huckhill, Jason, Death Metal Hero, Moongoose McQueen, Camilo Ovale, Niaze, Bedrock Warrior, Smakao, Kale, Angel of Darkport, Alistair Harlow, Paul Benson, Charlie Gardner, Justin Channels, Paul Gaultier, Alexei Belyakov, Pedro Camara, Sir Matthew, Mike Gayer, Q-Man, Coffee Gremlin, Zin, Taya, Leonidas Kyra, Wolf Ranger, Ted Pushinsky, Jared, Brother Araman, Casey, Cezalid Cesar Cezislan, Don Bjorno, Trollerblading, Tootin 103, and Big Head Bro. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it. Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then,
as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Jeramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the planes themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
Where'd everyone go?
Right.
We're so sneaky. An exact sequence of how sneaky we actually are.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good break. While you guys were on break, I realized I didn't update the Be Right Back screen, so I do want to make sure everyone knows we are playing a sponsored stream tonight, courtesy of OKSDM, the author of SAGAS TTRPG. That is the system that we're playing tonight. It is super awesome. Really easy to pick up. Yeah, it's really easy to pick up.
Super easy.
I don't mean to call you out,
I was
Dylan.
about to do
Dylan's
the
never,
same
it's my first time.
Dylan's never played a TTRPG, and he mastered it in a matter of
Picked
minutes.
it up really quick.
Picked it up really quick.
Even with Alex's
And
live
I
die.
learned it. And I learned it 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it's really easy to learn, really easy to pick up for beginners. It's also really easy to fit into any IP or scenario. So if you have something that you're like, man, I'd love to play a one-shot in that universe. I'd love to be Pirates of the Caribbean or
A Demon Slayer.
They
Or
have
Twilight.
some Naruto.
or Twilight.
Look, I'm down.
Yeah.
So like, if y'all are interested,
You
y'all
don't
let me know
understand.
That. But I did see some Naruto in there. That sounded. Somebody put in the chat. That
Naruto would be
cool.
pretty sick,
Yeah.
I think.
That'd be
cool.
Anything anime would be great. And speaking of that, their Kickstarter link is in the description. If you want to go check that out, one of their stretch goals is to release specific anime rules. I would love to see that, especially given what we're running tonight. So please go and give OKSDM some love, help fund this amazing project, and make it available to everyone everywhere so we can
All at
play
once.
this amazing game. That all said, we are now going to get back to... Sorry, I had ominous music playing through that entire ad read. But we're going to get back to our players who have hidden themselves in this hunter's lodge with a hollow husk of a man as bait, waiting for the return of this demonic entity that...
Oh, you got a hood.
Yeah. I'm in my
As you
stealth
all
mode.
sit in the darkness, the fog slowly creeps back into the hunter's lodge. You hear every once in a while the subtle moans and groans of the individual that you've nursed back to life, but only just. And you lie in wait for the beast to return. Wait for 15 minutes, 30 minutes. The sun is all but diminished.
He ain't
The light
coming.
wanes. An hour.
The guy dies.
I think
2
we're getting
hours.
Stood up, guys.
3 hours. 4 hours.
Do we get a rest?
Can we take turns?
I mean, you can take a rest, but I don't think anybody took any damage.
no.
After
I don't
about
need it.
4
I was
hours,
getting my knee earlier. You know?
you hear something peculiar. A sound far in the distance. It sounds like maybe the snapping of twigs or the cracking of branches. Make a check for me.
Oh, for what am I? What's the check?
To see how well you can hear these sounds and discern what they are.
7.
Ooh.
Can I roll for analysts to see how heavy they are?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
That's a cool.
I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to.
No, that makes sense.
1.
Oh,
Well,
he weighs exactly.
Because he said
you see,
because he said he was human, but
Not.
could clearly do more than a human could.
you see Kanoko like begin to listen, and as you begin to listen in, you realize that based on the wind about and the way that the air moves on this mountain, the sounds are not coming from the ground or even from the relative height of the tree branches. It's coming in from beyond, and as you hear it, you hear a telltale, and you realize the sound that you're hearing is fireworks
I was gonna
coming from the festival further down the mountain. Your mind begins to trace back and think about all the malnourished people within the village.
Oh, we're in the wrong place. No.
It's capturing more.
You lured us up here.
I thought as much whenever he had
that
this
shitty
set up,
grin.
and then he didn't change it during the break. I was like,
I was like, we're not in the right place.
I knew we should have used the kid as bait.
we would have actually been saving him.
Okay, well then, if we're leaving, I want to pick up our guy.
Leave him. We don't have the time.
No, fuck you. I'm bringing him with me.
Okay,
I run and jump through the window. We couldn't see, and I'm like sprinting back down.
Very Wreck-It
make a
Ralph.
check to see if you can carry this man. He is quite light and quite frail, but
4.
You're able to lift him, and with your sure-footed stance, you're able to move, albeit just a bit slower. You'll definitely be tailing the party a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll tell you guys.
Full of
And
Zula style.
So the rest of you guys are running
Yeah.
back to the village.
Is he poisoned now?
No.
Okay.
It's only if they try to attack me.
Okay.
I didn't even remember that.
No, it's only
Full of
if they...
Zula style.
I'll
I'm,
save
like,
you,
pushing
and
the
he
wind
withers on
behind
you.
me.
Very Naruto running.
No, I forgot.
You all race through the dense thicket, now aglow with vibrant hues from the distant fireworks. As you draw nearer to the village, the distant screams of townsfolk rival the explosions in the sky. And you hear people, the calamity unfolding. You're right upon the village, but Kanoko, you hear something in your ear.
Oh.
As the individual you're carrying leans over, take this. He reaches out a small pouch. You take it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you open it, you see 2 small flower petals, each a brilliant white with blue tips on the frills on the ends of the petals.
Are these for me to eat?
Sakayu Blossom, they will keep you from going hungry. I believe it staved off the beast for a time. It fights the feeling of hunger.
If you hungry,
There are 2 petals in there.
he's strong.
So it just...
So two people can take it and like be. I
It'll
guess,
it'll
immune to
keep
the
you
hunger.
from going hungry, which the beast appears to like. And he's telling you that basically he was consuming these in secret and seemed to keep the beast at bay, keep him from eating him.
Okay.
So you and one other person.
I'm going to take one.
I would like to point out that I'm very hungry because I gave this man my food.
And I was going to give it to you because of that.
Okay, so as you rush through
And they got 2 foods.
as you rush through the forest, as the tree line begins to diminish and you can see the city in the distance, you each take one of these flower petals. The bitter taste sits on your tongue and makes it tingle. It makes it numb. You swallow quite quickly. I'm not meaning to rhyme like Dr. Seuss, but I feel like I was on the verge. It sits in your stomach and you feel full. You feel nourished and well fed. it's a hollow energy that almost sits within you, but it certainly staves off any hunger that you might have. As you continue to rush, you burst back into the village main observation area, and a wave of despair overwhelms your senses. The once joyous revelry has fractured into a chaotic maelstrom of desperation. Festival goers, their faces now etched with the hollow gaze of lost nourishment, scatter like leaves in the wind. Amidst the turmoil, a demon, its massive jaw agape, devours a hapless soul as the serrated tentacles grasp him and consume what little energy remains of him.
So delectable. The misery. The helplessness. Yes, delicious. More.
I want to shoot him.
Okay, I'm going to have all of you roll reaction as we enter our Sagas combat.
What do we roll for that?
Okay.
That is a foul beastie.
So what do we roll for reaction?
Well,
A 10?
it is a D10 normally unless you have something else to roll.
Got it.
Is this to see like an
mine's a
order,
D12.
right? Or is this like against
see
something?
your order. Like your reaction time.
Okay.
Because I am hesitant.
It's initiative, basically, for those unfamiliar.
Oof. Oh, I say take it. That was a 4.
Yeah, take that.
It's the best I'm
I
gonna
mean, it
get.
landed as a
It's the
4
best
over
I'm gonna
the
get.
table. On a D10, yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. Then I'll take it. I'm not chancing it.
Okay, and you guys would be coming in, so we'll say the creature is here.
Okay.
You guys would be coming in from this side, so I'll take your minis.
You can't have my mini, okay?
Why not?
Did you see?
like
Did you
that
see
mini,
who your
Caleb?
mini is?
Yeah. As soon as I pulled my laptop out, I saw who it was. I know exactly what he's after.
Who don't know? It's Luciana. And those of you who don't know what that means, go watch.
Go watch our stream.
You should probably watch the
I would like to
recap.
question the man that you are carrying, because how did he think that was a man?
So,
He looked like a man at one point.
He was wearing a wig.
Yeah.
let me do
Glasses
this.
on, a la Clark
He
Kent.
rolled that one on his.
This is the creature, and if you look very closely at the top of its head, or the top of its mouth, there is a head. It essentially splits the bottom under its chin to open its actual demon mouth,
so
but it
it's
has
like
a
a
disguise that it normally uses.
I want to see it.
Get wrecked.
Gross.
Yeah, pretty foul looking fella.
It's pretty gross. Can I see
He
it?
looks like he stinks.
He probably
Oh,
does.
he's certainly smelly.
Oh, he need to get his eyes checked.
Don't like.
He need to go to the album.
So let's go in order here. Masaru, what'd you roll?
3.
A 3, very nice. Daisuke,
4.
a 4, nice.
There we go.
Rin,
An
Awesome.
8.
an 8,
Period.
and Kinoko.
8.
8, yeah.
That's easy. 3, 4, 8, 8.
I will say that you are going to go last because you were carrying that individual. We said you were going to be lagging behind,
That's cool.
but
I'm also hesitant, so that makes sense.
okay.
I don't know. Remember the last time we
How
shared
one
the same
brand.
initiative? Kick butt.
Yeah, we did.
So, as all of you enter this area, the demon finishes devouring his meal. As the tentacles lacerating outside of his mouth rescind, he closes it and he takes the form of a human looking at all of you.
Where did you find that model?
Loot. Yeah, Loot Studios. They're pretty good for that. He looks at all of you.
Demon Slayers, my master will be pleased.
As it begins to lumber forward towards you. And so, Sagas uses a hex system. We are going to say that a hex, in this case, is a 3x3 square, and this creature can move 2 of those. So it is going to move here, and then here.
Oh, he's moving fast.
He begins to rush in.
he be lumbering.
As he runs as a human, his form distorts again, and it goes from being like light footfalls to poof, poof, lumbering, chaotic stomps that shatter the ground beneath him. That is going to be its turn as it as it moves, its tentacles like latch out onto other individuals who don't have the strength to move, and it devours them on the way to you. First in combat here is going to be Masaru. What would you like to do?
So, could I get within range of him if my range is close? Is that what my range is? Is close?
Well, you can move one square, one zone a turn. So essentially, you'd be able to get here, and then he'd be in close range from there. You would have to move and then do it.
Okay. Yeah. So you see Masaru run up and flick his wrist forward as
Flick at a wrist.
this little prick launches forward, and you see this vial. You see this little pinprick launches forward and pierces the center of his hand as there's this little vial in the side of his bracer as liquid wisteria pumps into it and mixes with his blood as it shoots out, and he solidifies it into a long, like, whip-like blade.
Oh, hell yes.
And then he launches it at this thing.
Okay. Make a roll.
I just got a fucking blow dart.
That's a 5.
Is that blood power that you're using?
Here.
Okay, that's not
It's control water, but we're flavoring it as blood.
Got it.
As the blood looses from your palm, essentially, and whips at this creature, it goes wide as the creature moves out of the way. More nimble than you expected, it strikes a large taiko drum behind it, and boom, as the creature snarls.
And there's like water dripping out of his mouth from his
nice
his water breathing. But yeah.
Okay. Next in the initiative is going to be Daisuke. It's basically going to go in order right here.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys spoil
We did
me.
it on purpose.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Because you got those fucking loaded die over there.
I mean,
We learned that Alex's dice
I don't
are
roll
weighted.
die in this game. It's another benefit to the Saga system.
no.
The DM doesn't have to roll any die.
Don't distract us.
Yeah.
Dylan is using your dice, and they are loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're loaded to
the
roll
wrong
high.
way. Yeah. So it's not helping us.
Would he be considered in close range?
You would have to move, basically as Masaru did, but you can get within close range. So you get a movement and then an attack,
Okay.
or another movement if you'd like to do that.
Well, I will move.
Okay. We'll put you right alongside Masaru here.
And as long as I'm in close range, I can use Control Earth to move an amount of Earth up to my size.
Okay.
So I would like to... At least is he still moving towards us?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you this essentially all happens at the same time. A round like this is 4 seconds.
Okay.
We decide the turn order because it can't actually happen at the same time. But flavor wise, he is still like lumbering towards you. Yes.
Okay, well then I will throw a Daisuke-sized boulder at him.
Like it pops up just as you.
in my exact form, just only rock, and I will throw it at him.
Okay.
All right, and I will use a D8.
Make your roll, friend.
What size
Die, do me right.
would you be considered?
He big.
He's large. Ooh, hell yeah. Okay, so as you loose this rock from your hand, spinning it, remembering the strategies you used in the arrow contest earlier, it shatters like a shotgun shell into a million pieces and peppers this beast as it takes a bit of damage.
Alex be out here with all the alliteration tonight.
Words.
Peppers him in pieces.
Words.
As you steady yourself ready for the retaliation that is sure to come, it is now going to be Ren's turn. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to move. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna move up with my boys.
Gonna chill.
Okay.
And then I'm not misspeaking. We can attack, like melee attack from this range, correct?
You can close attack. You cannot melee attack.
Melee attack, you have to be in the same.
You have to be in the same zone, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, because this creature's large, so you can melee attack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
'cause- Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
I'm new to Sagas too.
No, I know. I'm.
Yeah, so a large creature takes up essentially the whole zone, which means if you are in a
The
melee
near
zone,
zone.
You can
you can-
technically hit
melee.
it.
yeah,
Okay, great. I'm going to melee it.
nice. Sorry
get
to
that melee
take that
boy.
option from you guys earlier.
No,
but
that's.
No, it's
It
all
worked
good.
out.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
get
throw some
wrecked.
rocks at
I wanted to be at a little bit of a distance.
it. I'll stay safe back here.
And I think it was a D8 for the katana. No, it's a D10.
okay.
Unless you have something.
No, a 5. Does a 5 hit?
As you bring your katana to bear, you swing it at the beast's mouth, and one of its tentacles actually catches the blade as it rattles in your palm. You feel the intense might of this creature trying to wrench the blade from your hand, and all you can do, the most you can do, is pull your blade back without dealing any damage.
Okay.
With that, Kinoko, is now your turn.
Yeah,
What would
it
you like
is.
to do? Damn, Dennis, this combat is snappy. We are
So
moving quick.
So
Yeah.
quick. Okay.
I like it.
I am gonna
Damn, Dennis.
do.
Damn, Daniel.
What are those?
I don't know where I am. I can't see.
You are back
Hold on,
here.
let me look at the-
You're a bit further than everyone else was. Like I said, you were lagging
Yeah, I can't
behind.
even see myself on here.
You're hiding.
Sorry, let me.
Oh, you're like just. past
Okay,
this
that's
little-
cool.
Oh, you're also behind the tree, so
Yeah.
you still can't see.
You're behind
yourself.
the little wagon.
Okay, so I can shoot one zone beyond close with my blow dart because of sharp shooting. So
yes.
am I one zone beyond close where I am right now?
You would need to move up one zone.
Okay, I'll do that. And then I'll shoot him with my blow dart. And could I use infect with it as well, even though this isn't melee?
No, infect has to be in melee.
Okay. That's a 4 to hit.
Okay. As you prepare your blow dart, you actually loose the string that's attached to it so it can fire further, and you send it hurtling through the atmosphere. It actually parts a bit of the smoke that is now taken over in the plaza here, and the demon turns to see nothing. The needle is so small it doesn't see it until it strikes. It pierces deep into its skin, and it takes a bit of damage as you hear it.
Cool. Now, could I
Get
continue?
dabbling.
Channeling my inner Jim Carrey there.
Could I continue moving up?
No, you get one move and one attack or move. Yeah,
Great. I'm good where I'm at.
perfect. Because it is now the demon's turn, and it is perfectly in range to strike Ren.
Get Ren.
So, where
I don't know. Tried to make it work.
where Caleb is on the mat is melee,
I think.
Yes.
and then where they are is close.
Well, sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
Okay.
I actually am going to back them up just a little bit because that would be close.
It was close
So,
enough.
quick question.
Close enough.
Never mind. I answered my question in my head.
You figured it out.
Yep.
The creature is going to try and lacerate you with one of its mouth tentacles. Make an avoid check.
This is so disgusting. D10?
Depends on who you
D10
ask.
normally,
Yeah,
unless.
okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
7.
Okay. As the tentacle wraps around you, you feel it constrict and bind you, and suddenly piercing bone-like needles stick into your sides. You are going to take 3 damage. As the demon, as you try and wriggle free, you feel it cutting across your skin. You loose yourself from the binds of its tentacle, but you are a bit worse for wear as it snarls at you. You will be my dinner. No, I won't. With that, Masaru, it is now your go. What would you like to
cannot
do?
believe you're making me use this mini, and immediately we're like, Caleb, get fucked.
I mean, it's the one that fit a wind Demon
he said,
Slayer
he
the
was
best.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but this one does fit the best.
pick this mini when it's with Caleb.
It's like, well, that's what we used to do with Belvius. Anytime we did a one shot in
Yeah.
the old campaign.
I'd be mad if I didn't get that mini.
Yeah, so it works out.
Yeah, Caleb's got PTSD for those
She's
who
our
don't know.
new.
Literally, Caleb
our
and
new
Herzog
Belvius.
both.
Yeah.
So seeing as
design.
his like whip-like sword didn't hit when it slams into the ground, it's gonna disperse into a mist,
Okay.
and it's gonna grow to about 5 times because I can
Keep you
control
briefing.
it up to 5 times my own size.
Yeah.
So it grows to 5 times, and then a bunch of like little blood spears start firing at this.
Okay, nice. Make a roll.
7. No. And I don't have enough effort to pump that in any way.
Dividing your blood in such a way means that you're more likely to hit, but it also means that the rigidity of that blood is lessened. And so as it strikes the demon, it doesn't even bother to move as it bounces off of its normally hard skin.
Would you say it's rough?
Sure. Not in that context.
That's why I was
Because I have
asking.
sandpaper.
I was asking if he had rough skin like
He
I
does
do.
not have rough
Okay.
skin. With that, though, it is now
Yeah.
Daisaki's turn. What would you like to do?
Is Rin still like in his tentacles?
He was
wrapped?
able to loose himself
Okay,
from
okay,
it.
good. I gotta check him on.
Rin about to be dead.
Rin
Dead as hell.
better take some of that healing liquid you got.
Listen, guys, I'm just saying when it comes to one shots, I like to throw the book because if anybody dies, it's just a one shot.
Oh, this
It's
is
fine.
his revenge. He said, y'all been doing good in the last session, the last campaigns?
Now I'm gonna kill you.
Y'all all TPK. Get wrecked.
Hey, look, if you
Welcome
guys
to
die, maybe
TTRPG,
Tanjiro
Dylan.
comes along
Hope
and
you wanna
saves
die.
the day afterwards.
Nezuko pops out of nowhere in flames, ready to
Dylan's
go.
never gonna come back.
So
like the
I'm
last
going
time when I
to
died.
I'm going to move within melee range. And
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. And I know I have a scimitar, but I would prefer to pick
Throw
up
some
some rocks from the ground and make a rock scimitar. So I
Okay.
can use, my D8 and break this thing over this demon's head.
You lift up one stone, and like a magnet, the other stones are drawn to it. The cobblestone that the streets were made of begins to disintegrate as you form a sword. You jab it into the creature's abdomen, and with that swift strike, the creature doesn't try to move because it thinks it can block it with its tough skin that it's just shown off. But your stone is harder, and it pierces straight into its chest.
Yeah,
as
it does.
Joke's on you, buddy.
you pull it out. You see guts begin to spill. Some human remains actually spill out onto the ground. They are not
the little boy! We should have just used him as bait. You are right.
You deal
We
you
did.
deal a damage
We
to the
did use
creature.
him as bait.
Yeah.
And we used the whole fucking city as bait.
Yeah, unintentionally.
Yeah.
With that, Ren, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Okay, are there opportunity attacks?
There are not.
Okay, great. I'm
I
going
checked.
Look out.
Because I do feel like opportunity attacks sometimes slow down the game too in D&D.
Yeah.
I like them.
I know you like them.
Yeah.
Because Odd has Sentinel and it's fucking broken. Anyway.
Did you see that our friends from the CNW was in the chat?
Who? Hey! Wow.
You just moved a couple weeks too early.
Welcome in, buddy.
I'm still in the same zone as the boys, and then almost
Yes.
at Flora, and she's behind us.
So now go.
Oh no, you're in a zone with Daisuke. This is a close zone, so you're in a melee zone right now.
Got it. Okay.
You're getting worked.
I'm gonna.
I mean, true
back up.
facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
Bag 'em on up.
Back it up.
Back it up,
My
Terry.
daddy taught me.
Put it in
to-
reverse, Terry.
Back it up.
And then I'm gonna use. My healing liquid. I think is what it's called.
Okay.
Glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, my healing liquid. To regain a health.
All right.
And I guess that's my action. Is using a trait an action?
If
applies
it
to
doesn't
other
say
things.
so, then
Like, so if I
like-
use shadowy statue, remain
It
still when
applies
hiding.
To your stealth. So when you go to be hidden, you use a D8.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it makes you basically still when you're hiding.
So I'd like to. I'm gonna, like, not take a couple steps back. I'm just gonna kind of like quickly like leap.
Okay.
Full Twilight vampire, like 30 feet back in one.
You
leap.
push yourself with the wind off the ground and you glide backwards.
And you'll see me pull out a vial, pop it, chug it, and then not move. And I'm gonna try to be.
If I don't move,
I
it
don't know
can't
why,
see me.
but I'm imagining Dark Souls right now. Like you dodge rolled backwards, glug, 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 glug,
Yeah.
glug, and then okay.
And I would like to try to. Shadowy statues remain still when hiding. Checks made to stay unseen while not moving. Use a D8.
Okay.
5.
Okay. You feel exposed.
I'm confident I'm hidden. He cannot
But
see
you at
me.
least see your wounds begin to close up a little bit. There are definitely going to be scars after this battle. But you know, as a demon slayer, your life is just about forfeit from the moment you take up your blade. It's just a matter of when. And so we now fall to Kinoko. What would you like to do?
Bounce his head.
You really like that quote, and nobody gets that reference except you.
Because I
and
thought
me.
it was freaking hilarious.
It
the
is-
first time I
it
ever
is
heard
hilarious.
that song. I was like, what? That's so funny.
It's from a 3 Days Grace song that's not even from one of their good albums, but
At the very beginning,
very
it's like little
start.
kids playing, and then it's like, bounce his head, and then the music starts.
Can I get to melee range?
I can incorporate that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't be able to
It's
take an
like
action.
yeah, no.
Okay, then I'll
Sorry.
scoot up one more zone,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot him with my blow dart one more time.
Hey, what are these, DM? What did McBarrels do?
Those are taiko drums.
3.
I hit one of them with my sword earlier.
Kirby.
3.
3.
And what was the attack you were doing?
My blow dart.
Okay.
Poison.
As you leap ahead, you ready another dart. You send it propelling through the atmosphere in much the same way. It parts the smoke. The beast seems to react this time, but not soon enough, as it sinks directly into the humanoid face that rests just above its toothy maw. It reels back in pain. And it's going to take another point of damage. With that, we are now going to be at the demon's turn. He is going to face off against you. Make a avoid check, as this time he feints with a claw
D10 and
towards Kinoko,
I
and
use
then
12 'cause I-
lunges in with its mouth and tries to bite you,
Oh, no, I
Daisuke.
guess.
4.
It goes
Okay.
to the player if it ties. That's what it
Yeah.
says in the
Um,
cheat sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Everything goes to the player.
As the creature bites, it bites into open space, and you dodge out of the way, actually sinking in to the earth just a little bit, just to distort your shape and presence as it lunges into nothing. It is now Masaru's turn.
Seeing as all of his range,
It's a fun name to say.
yeah, Masaru, as seeing as all of his ranged efforts aren't working, he's gonna run in, and as he does, he kind of like dodge rolls onto the ground and pulls all the blood that he had like scattered out into the mist earlier into a blade over his head as he rolls forward and tries to hit him with it. 8. I'm not hitting anything, man. I'm trying to use the flavor to like. Yeah.
You just happen to gather that blood and swing as it's lunging at Daisuke, and so it completely unintentionally dodges your attack, but you are ready to make a subsequent blow.
Oh, he stands up. He's like, "Oh, guys, I just can't hit him."
No, don't get into that attitude again. You've got
That's
this.
fair. That's fair. Daisuke, what would you like to do in retaliation against this foul demon?
So he tried biting me. Is he still like lung?
Yeah, we'll say he's still lunged. Yeah.
Okay, I will just try to stab him with slice him with my scimitar.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a D2.
What's our roll?
I've used enough rocks.
A 2.
Yeah.
Yo.
1!
A natural 1 over here!
Critical hit.
That is a crit in this system,
Yep.
which means you're going to deal 2 damage instead of 1.
There we go.
It literally just doubles the damage, and you don't have to worry about doing math, guys. You don't have to do any math.
It's just 1.
Thank you, OKSDM. Check
Yeah.
out the Saga system. This is
1
great.
Plus
Oh, dip it.
1 is...
This is the okayest.
Oh, this is the okayest system we've ever played.
I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. The okayest.
So as it's still lunged, you spin your blade in your hand and you bring it down, not just as a sword, but almost as like an enormous blunt weapon, and you club into this creature. It penetrates deep into its skull as bodily fluids begin gushing out of the top of its head, and it takes 2 points of damage. You hear it like groan almost as a reaction.
It hurt.
Ren, it is your go. Kinoko, you're on deck.
This
Done.
was so quick.
I know.
Yes.
I'm really
did
liking
not
this
realize I was
system.
next.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know it's technically creatures and stuff like that, but them drums.
Yeah.
That's medium, right?
They would be large. They're pretty big.
Oh, okay.
What are you trying to do?
Never mind that.
Because I'm all for bending the rules, and Sagas is made to do just that, buddy.
So realizing that this boy almost killed me by 1 tentacle, I don't want to get any closer to him.
okay.
So I'm going to muster all the might I have, and I would like to control wind behind this drum
Okay.
and try to shove it onto the creature.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow you to make that attack. Use your control wind as the attack.
Die. Okay.
Can I help him with a combo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can. So you'll spend 2 effort
Oh, wait. And then he just does an extra damage.
if he hits.
See what you roll, and then I've been waiting. Y'all all been hitting, and I haven't been. I'm
Wait.
gonna spend effort to add an extra dice.
But can I spend an effort to add an extra dice to my
3
roll?
effort for you to add to yours, 2 for me to add to yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't use effort. So
But Daisuke means
Me
great,
either. That's
great
why I've been-
assistant,
that's why
so
I've
I'm
been
gonna...
trying to-
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
you-
that.
5.
Then I'm gonna spend 2 of my
Kinoko
effort to
means
give you
mushroom.
another
'Cause
die.
I'm
I like that.
Spore.
Yeah. And poison.
Yeah, spore breathing.
Now
Not
you
the
have
fun
a 2.
mushrooms, not the fun mushroom.
Now you can give him effort to
maybe.
roll a second
Yeah.
die essentially.
I did,
It's
and
technically
he rolled the same
or
thing.
Okay.
The same thing?
Yeah, I rolled a 5 and then
That's
a
gonna
6.
be my first.
You can take the 2 if
Yeah,
you want.
because it
I'm
says
gonna
you,
take the 2.
it says you can choose to give them the extra dice after they roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I waited to see what he rolled and then gave it.
You were doing it right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I understood.
Yeah.
Um,
Same
Did
over
you
here
give
with
your
a
effort or
portent.
did I?
No, you gave effort to
both
do
did.
combo.
Gotcha,
I gave
okay,
effort
okay.
to give him an extra dice, but he still had to take one from the chat.
Wait, what's combo?
so a
just
combo
adds-
means you get
Combo-
extra
wombo
damage.
Got it,
Daisuke,
okay. That's
why
where I
don't you
messed up.
tell me exactly how you are going to combo off of this attack that he's doing with the drum?
I am going to...
You see me like
I see him
full
doing
hang
that,
the airbender, like
and so I take a deep breath in, and as I exhale, I lift the drums off of the ground using the ground itself.
nice.
Okay.
To hopefully catch some additional wind.
You catapult the drum into the air as it floats. You see your chance, Ren, to wrench that drum down, and using the power of gravity along with the wind propelling it, it boom rattles this creature, shaking the ground beneath it as it is driven into a sort of crater that is created. The drum itself is ripped as the creature is shoved into the oaken barrel. In an anger, it busts it open. Shrapnel goes flying everywhere as the drum is absolutely destroyed, but it deals 2 damage to this creature in the
How much
process.
health he got? We only got 4.
Yeah, I know, and none of y'all are dead yet, so
Well, I'm not dead
keep
yet.
trying.
I actually only have 3.
Kinoko, what are you doing?
I am gonna get into melee
You
range,
see
Okay.
Ren go.
Watch out for the tentacles.
and I'm gonna I'm gonna take my small sword
does 3.
and I'm gonna run it across my tongue,
Ooh.
and then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend an effort to do that.
Nice.
So the initial, okay. By spending 1 effort, you can attack a creature in melee. This attack does not deal damage, but it does because it's higher rank.
Yeah,
So it deals 1 damage.
I was about to say, you have the higher rank, so it'll...
It deals 1 damage. I can use a D8, and he's infected for a minute.
Yep.
So
For a
If
minute.
you hit him...
Oh, that
and
lasts
you've got
so
effort that
much
you haven't
longer.
used. So if
Yeah.
you could use 2 to give her another dice if that's 2. high.
So I don't think that's gonna hit.
I'll use 2 effort and give you a die. Another
Okay.
Teamwork.
Worse.
So
Still
a
no.
5. But is he only infected if it hits?
Yep.
The initial attack deals 1 damage if it hits.
Yeah.
That's an all or nothing. That's the only downside to how
Amazing.
punchy this is.
If you use your combat action to do anything but damage the infected, the creature is no longer infected. Okay. So I spent an effort, attacked a creature in melee.
And unfortunately, you missed.
But so she
Unfortunately, I
failed.
That's just the way it goes.
Is that a failed check?
That is a failed
so then
check,
That gives
so you
you
would
an
get effort
back.
Yeah. When you fail checks, you get effort back.
Oh.
I was just
Yep.
reading. I didn't know if it because it says
At
when you
least
fail
you
a
try.
check. I
It's
didn't know if
it's a
attack
fail
was a check
forward
too.
mechanic that we love here.
Yeah.
Mabel, baby.
So you don't have a lot of effort, but you can get it back and keep using it.
Yep. So with that,
I like
as
that.
you ready your blade, running it across your
Yeah,
tongue, preparing the poison on it to infect this
I'm not gonna
creature,
give any effort.
it appears that slight delay in your attack gives the demon just enough time to move out of the way of your strike as the poison slings off of the tip of the blade and splatters across the ground.
It sizzles.
Sizzles onto the concrete beneath you.
Yeah.
With that, it is now the creature's turn. He turns to
Touch me.
he turns
Fucking
to
dare you.
Kinoko as he says, "That looks dangerous.
Yeah.
Let me show you mine." As its bulbs on its back begin to pop. A fine mist
Oh, no.
shrouds the immediate area around it. All the creatures that are in melee with it are going to take 1 damage, except the 2 of you.
Hey.
Because as this energy seeps into you, Matsuru,
Oh, because I'm hungry.
Masaru, you feel yourself losing nourishment. Suddenly, your face
Sorry, guys,
goes
I fucked
gaunt.
y'all.
Your features are diminished. Your limbs begin to shake as your legs can barely sustain your own body weight.
Oh no.
The creature laughs. You look ripe. And it is now your turn, Masaru.
To do anything other than it hurt me in some
It
flavor.
did 1 damage.
And some in the flavor
It
stuff.
is
Okay.
it is an area of
Okay.
effect damage.
No, I like-
but you guys got if you had left that guy behind, you would not have been able to.
to dodge that.
Yeah,
Hey, what
Or if
did
only
we
y'all
get?
would have eaten your food.
a 6.
A 6.
Yay.
Randy,
Yeah.
thank you for the
Thanks.
6.
Giving it away to everybody.
In frustration,
Oh, Randy did 2, or was that from earlier?
No, that was
That's
from
from
earlier.
Okay.
that was the 2 that we used.
Yeah.
In frustration from his last hit and now feeling hungry, he's just gonna take his sword and like Link from Smash Brothers, his LP, he's just gonna spin with his blood. For a 3!
Oh, nice.
Now that I spent my effort, I'm not gonna fail anymore.
Yeah.
You let the weight of your blood blade carry you through as your limp body can only stand to hold on to it. And to your surprise, this wayward strike pierces deep into the demon's body as your blade enters. The blood begins to disperse, and you hear a similar sizzle seeping out from the wound as smoke pours out. You smell the seared, burnt flesh of this demon as you wrench your blood blade back out and prepare yourself for what is to come.
Now, I do have a question. I doubt it because this thing seems really tanky. But does he have 2 HP left?
He has more than 2
Okay.
HP left. But that is good to ask. Good to ask. I know what
So if it gets
feature
down
you're
to
talking
2,
about.
it's dead, 'cause
If
of
I
this guy.
put him to 2,
Yeah.
yeah, or 2 or lower. Yeah.
Guys, I can't say enough. There are a lot of options, but there are not that many to choose from yet. And we were already able to flavor so much with them.
Yeah.
The system really is so
Yeah.
cool. You can
Really easy.
really just shape it to whatever you want it to be. Speaking of shaping things, Daisuke, what are you doing?
I watch him as these pustules, combust, and he gets stabbed with this blood sword, and I decide to go back to All Reliable and the ground, and I breathe in and I breathe out, and I try to impale him from below with a formation of a spike made of stone.
Okay.
and catch
Nice.
him right up the middle.
Very cool. Very cool. Make a roll for it.
Right where it'll
Split
hurt.
him where to suck.
Oh my God, the Krinsky coming.
Yes.
Which one is that? Which die
That's
is
the
that?
blood dice.
That's the blood dice. Oh, we like it.
I was
We just had
saving
to
him.
speak for the
I was
love.
saving him for this battle.
Sam's been helping him.
Yeah.
You all see Daisuke begin to focus, and as he swings his blade back, making a full crescent motion, you see the earth beneath him begin to rumble. As that rumble travels directly beneath the demon, he lifts his blade up, and so too does the ground. Pierce directly through the demon's skull as it begins to wrench back from this attack that has disabled it to a large degree. You see its maw actually split on the vertical and reform on the other side as he tries to shake off what was a critical hit on this creature. With that, Rin, it is your go. What are you doing?
I is the poisonous cloud still hanging in the air?
No, it has dissipated.
He was gonna blow that away. Huh?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, no, it's definitely still there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Waste your turn, Alex.
No, DM already said.
I think I'm going to get in melee range now.
Come get hungry with us.
And yeah, I'm just going to attack. I think I'm just going to attack
Okay. Moving into melee.
Katana. 4.
Hello, Miss Ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, I just want Caleb.
With your 4, as what does your attack look like as you rush in here?
She don't want me.
Okay, never mind. I kind of, as trails of mist come out of the sides of my mouth and begin to just like katana dragging behind me, Naruto sprint towards him.
Okay.
And then use the wind to kind of help lift me up into the air and come back down and slash down onto his head.
You all see a subtle mist approach from behind, and when suddenly you think to yourself that the mist is coming down from the mountain, you turn. Ren is already there, and he has already struck. You look back to the demon, and there is a large laceration up the side of its feature, and it is going to take another point of damage. As you have landed a pretty heavy blow against him.
You will see that Ren goes to, whenever he lands, he kind of goes to come back up with his sword.
Nice.
And misses just slightly.
Okay.
I use whirlwind, and it's a second attack with a D12. And
Oh,
with a 9.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So the swordsmanship here is unparalleled. You can tell that Ren's blade is quite practiced, but unfortunately, it swings wide as we move to Kinoko.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing again with my my sword.
Okay.
Your sword.
Yeah, it's still dripping with poison.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to infect him as well. It's a 1!
Off the laptop.
Gotta give it some pizzazz.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah. As you now
It deals 2, I guess.
Yeah.
you swing your blade, this time the creature almost just accepting the attack, thinking nothing of it, not seeing the poison drip off of it. But as your blade connects, the needle connected on a string swings behind it, sticking into the creature from the side, and suddenly you hear that same searing hiss as the creature,
So he's infected for 1 minute.
and he's going to take 2 damage on this hit.
So what does the
He
infected do?
will.
Does it make him take
So
damage on his turn?
on my next turn, I can
Makes him
use
poop.
my action
Gotcha.
To-
Makes him poop.
to deal another damage.
At the end of your turn, the creature is now going to take another turn now that it is bloodied. You see its form falling apart. It is growing more manic, and as such, its attacks are even more wild. It just claws out at, we're going to say, Masaru, because you're
Can
looking
I like
malnourished.
throw myself in front of him as the tank of the group? Or
I will say, so you can do that, but you would you'd have to do it as effort,
Like
giving him an extra roll.
Which you would need 2 effort for. Which I don't think you
oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I only have 1.
So, is this to avoid a special action?
Nope, just an attack.
Okay, so this is just a 10. Sweet.
Yeah, I made a monster. This is not one of the Sagas monsters.
We have 8 and 6s.
That was cocked, but it was not very good. That's also not great. It's better than those, though, so 5.
Okay. As you move out of the way, you feel your leg wobble as your malnourished state gets the better of you. The creature sees you falter, and its claw sinks across your chest as blood begins to drain out your precious blood that you use for attacks. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And now the turn falls to you as you right yourself, your blood blade in hand. What would you like to do, Masaru?
He looks back up to this creature, now like blood dripping out of his mouth instead of water as he breathes out, laughing maniacally.
Oh.
As he's just gonna like take all of that blood and launch it towards him.
Okay.
For a 7.
I thought it was a 1.
No.
You almost
I thought
like
the way he was
Superman
giggling
with the blood on your
was
chest
good.
as spikes rescind out, but the creature already anticipated a retaliation
I
and
had
leaps
2.
backwards
I had 2 now.
to dodge just out of range of the blood as the spines form and then descend onto the ground. With that, Daisuke, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm evaluating the situation, and
Yeah?
I think I will, as this is going on, I leap into the air, and I draw my scimitar behind my head, and I just come straight down on top of him, hoping to catch him off guard.
Okay. Make a roll for it.
5.
Wait, can I
Okay.
wait? I'm gonna use my 2 effort to because I've rolled a 5 and I know it
Get to
doesn't
roll
hit.
again.
So yeah. I'm gonna-
So I reroll?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
So we'll say
yeah.
with
Take
your
the
attack,
lowest.
Masaru, your previous attack, and it's stumbling back, it distracts it so that Daisuke gets a better
Take a
vantage.
5 then.
a worse vantage. You get an
Bringing
effort
your
back.
blade
All
down
right, there
to
we go.
strike it, it barely glances the one of the teeth of the creature. It strikes the tooth out, dislodging it, falling across the ground. You see this massive, sharp demon tooth, and as you look back up to the creature to see how it fares after this, the tooth is already regrown.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's like a shark.
yeah.
They heal fast.
This one feels a bit more sharp.
And now it is
I don't
going to
like
be
that.
Ren's turn.
Okay. I'm still in melee range, so I think I'm just gonna go for another attack again.
And now you've got your help.
A 3.
No, that hits.
Ooh, that hits.
3 does hit, yeah.
Sweet. And then
What does your attack look like?
Does a 5 hit?
No.
5
I
does
think so.
not.
Okay.
4 hit.
Kind of the same. You'll see Ren, he's moved back a little bit to let his compatriots go in for the attack.
Okay.
And he'll kind of, in between the two, just sneak in between and reach out for a lunge, stab him, and then go to pull back and lunge again. And the creature just...
Okay. As you lunge and strike the creature, you see that its movements, being more wild, are actually working to your advantage. You feel the tides are with you as the mist carries you forward, propelling you into this creature. You strike at its heart. It takes another point of damage and does not look very good. However, me, as the GM, forgot to make its second attack earlier, so I am going to make another attack. This
No.
one is going to come at you, just because you have just hit it. Make a avoid check.
Can I?
You got this, buddy.
I give him 2 effort.
1!
Okay.
Get wrecked.
I don't-
Yeah, you dodge out of the way, using the mist to shroud you. It strikes out against you, but as you all see its tentacle lacerate straight through Ren, his form descends to mist, and he appears directly behind what was a misty mirage that was painting the sky.
Are you not hitting me because you know I have rough skin?
No. Kinoko,
That's
it's
those
your
loaded
turn.
dice. No.
I
honestly forgot.
Okay, I just want to poison him, but I'm not letting him. I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Don't you could use your action just to do the damage, or do you have to roll still?
Yeah.
Because he's infected, right?
Damage.
All right. As the creature
Direct.
swings through Ren's mirage
And I'm gonna
form,
back up.
you see, just almost completely unprovoked, it recoils. As smoke begins pouring out of its mouth now, you feel that poison has seeped deep into its body.
I'm backing out of
Okay.
the There's no opportunity attacks, right?
No.
Nope. Not unless I missed it in the rules, but I read them pretty thoroughly. It was only like 6 pages. Guys, the Saga system is great. Seriously, go check the link in the description.
Honestly, this
Give
is like
OKSDM some love.
It's moving.
Yeah.
really fun.
It's so cool.
With the end of your turn now, it is going to make another attack. I think it's going to keep coming after you, Masaru, because you fell victim to its
I
like
think it's
malnourished state.
kind of like perfect to have you playing. That this is his first
Yeah.
time ever playing, and like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going so easy.
Newbie.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Really
really, really good showcase
It
of
worked out
what
really
this game is
well
all about.
with him being able to play.
Avoid check.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my D10. There it is.
10.
10.
Oh.
I think I'm
It's,
dead.
the tentacle lacerates you and wrenches your body. You take 3 damage.
Okay.
Seriously.
You're
Well, I'm
hanging
not
on by
dead
a
yet.
thread.
Now, I don't know if you looked over the rules about death and dying, but there are some special circumstances in
Yeah,
there.
I did see it. I didn't quite understand it. So
You can basically either choose to go unconscious, in which case
I
like
have one.
you can't do
I still have
anything.
1 hit point still.
Yeah,
Is
when you drop to 0.
when I drop
I'm
to
just
0.
saying,
Okay,
if it happens, you can either choose to go unconscious or you can make a last stand and get like a bunch of extra powers, but
but you can be healed. Like you're gonna die.
I know, like,
probably
Probably
gonna die.
I read that. Where did I read that?
I'm probably
trying to
gonna
find it
die.
again.
rip in
I think it was in
pieces.
combat.
With that nimble reaction, Masaru, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Just like absolutely
Oh, wait,
drenched
another
in
effort.
blood. He's gonna just launch. I guess he's gonna wield 2 this time.
Okay.
He's gonna try to like come at him and
Are
And
you doing
cross
a
chop
last
you.
stand?
no, because I'm not dead yet. But I'm not dead
I'm
yet.
not dead
I'm not
yet.
dead yet.
Reroll it. Reroll it. I'll spend
Effort?
2 effort. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god!
Was that the same thing?
No, but it's still not good. Oh yeah.
What if I give him two
As you
effort?
lunge in with,
I mean, you could add another dice.
you could.
Yeah, do it.
Okay,
I mean, I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna use a different one.
it's another 6.
Get wrecked, Sam. Use Alex's dice.
I'll add 2.
All right, here we go.
Use a different dice.
This is the only.
Use Alex's red dice.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wait, D10 or D8?
What's the loaded one? Alex?
Yes,
What
just
is
as
it?
planned. Burn all your efforts on this
Oh my
failed
Do
attack.
I get 4 efforts for that?
No, you get 1 effort back.
Do we all
It is
get
a
effort
1
back?
failed attack.
'Cause we
No.
failed?
No.
You
So
sure?
as you swing in with your 2 blades, your allies begin helping you. You're catapulted forward by the earth beneath your feet. The mist shrouds your approach, and a poison apparatus begins to shield you from any of the monster's harmful effects. But you do not find purchase as the beast basically grabs you in midair and throws you back to the ground. You're able to catch yourself, not taking any damage, but he has completely negated your attack. As we now move to Daisuke.
As this is going
I bet
on,
he's at 3. That would've killed him.
as
I'll
that's
never
going
tell.
on, I reach behind me and I sink both of my hands into the ground and I rip up a spear of stone and I dive or leap at the demon and try to pierce him in the head from the side.
Okay, make a roll for it. Nice.
2.
Oh man, you are rolling hot.
You are rolling
You really,
really
just
good.
need Dylan to roll for you.
Yeah, that's really what I need.
Unless it's anything but combat, then it's all 8s.
Put a
As-
D20 in his hand, see what happens.
As the scimitar you were wielding descends into sand, you feel it slipping through your fingers, and knowing all too well that you can form another weapon, you begin rushing the beast immediately. And as you leap into the air, the sand glistens in the atmosphere, forming a spear into your palm, and you drive it deep into its head. It takes another point of damage as it... You see blood like now spilling just out of its mouth, out of its pores. It is just drenching the entire area. It is now going to take its second attack of this round, and it is going to... I don't want to keep picking on Masaru here, honestly.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I mean, it's what he would probably do, though. Yeah.
You're the
He's weak.
GM. Do
It,
what you
it
gotta
would
do,
it would
baby.
continue to attack you because it wants to eat you because you're malnourished.
I got no blood in me though.
That's apparently what it likes.
I mean, I don't
likes
even know
the
at
crunch.
this point. This one, I guess. It's 5. I know that fails.
All right, as the tentacle wraps around you, you feel the same telltale,
Finally
piercing bone sinking into you as you take 3 more points of damage, and reality fades away for you.
No, I'm going into Last Stand.
All right, there we go. You snap back up, willing your own blood
He's
into your
controlling
body.
himself with his blood at this
If
point.
you
He's weak
do
in
a
his
last
leg,
stand
so.
and get him down to 2 health on this, I'll be
As
really
my
upset.
second hit of this entire
Yeah.
combat.
I'll be impressed.
Rin, it is your go. You see Masaru falling to this demon, almost according to plan. In his own weird sadistic way, he sucks the blood back into his body, but there is no doubt that he needs aid. What will you do?
So you're not back up.
Oh, I am.
He
I
is.
can't, and I can't be healed.
It's a last stand.
Okay.
So basically, the way
gonna
this
die.
works is he is now running on effort.
Yeah.
Every turn, he automatically loses an effort,
Okay.
or every one of his.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, so it says you lose 1 effort at the end of each of my turns. Yes.
Yeah. And when he hits 0 effort, he just dies. So you guys can
Pump effort into.
Oh, we should have
effort
got the
into
chat
him.
to be able to redeem effort.
Oh, that would have been
That
good.
would have been real
I was trying to think
good.
about how to change the chaos roller. We'll know for
Well,
next
now
time.
we know next time.
Yeah.
Would it be a free action to hand him something?
Ooh,
yeah, I would
food
allow that.
gives me effort if that's what you're thinking about handing me.
Okay, but how many do you have?
Eat one.
Oh, that's right.
But it's a
had
whole action to
food.
eat one. Well, I'm attacking this dude.
I'm not gonna waste my last
Guys,
stand.
I get 1 turn left.
I think that's what
I'm
I'm gonna
using. Well, I'll ask it when it comes to my turn.
Okay.
As to the questions I have about how this works.
Sure.
Can we force feed him to where it doesn't use his turn?
Because technically I'd be at max, but it says you immediately gain 1 additional effort. Does that put me over max?
No.
No.
In Last Stand?
No.
Nope.
Oh, because I was going to use 3 because I can't have 3. I was going to use 3 to give myself an extra dice and just be like, I'm hitting this.
What you doing?
So you see Rin goes to attack, but being really concerned about his friend that just fell, he completely misses. He just slashes wildly in the air, distracted by
Get you an
his
effort
friend
back.
who is just
You feel
falling.
your emotions take hold of you as you swing wildly in the air, and knowing all too well that maintaining your composure is essential to mist breathing. Your strikes fall only on the air as we now move to Kinoko.
Okay, we get another D8 in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, roll that before you
Randy, what do we got?
One.
It's another eight.
We
You
should.
know what?
I told you.
Re-roll that.
I told you we should have done
Re-roll
this
it.
1 through 4.
Oh, that is how we do the D20s. I forget about that.
That's a win! Randy,
That's a
you
one!
did that. I am not letting another 8 come from Chad here tonight. That 1 is all you, baby.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to do?
Get wrecked.
He's still infected, so
Yep.
I'm gonna use my action
Yeah.
to deal the damage.
The smoke pours out and mixes with the blood. You hear him, a low gargle emanate from its large maw. And now it is his turn as he continues to clutch Masaru in his grasp. He is now going to turn to you, Daisuke, as he makes a claw attack on you at the side, just trying to clear out any threats to him
Daisuke,
before he
no?
feasts.
No.
You are going to take 3 damage as the claws sink deep into your stony heart. With that, Masaru, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So all my attacks deal an extra dice of damage now,
Yep.
or extra damage, and all my checks get an additional dice. So I rolled a hit with 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a very high risk, high
Are you not
reward.
taking the 1?
Well, we'll see if I just get 1. I'm taking the 1.
What does it look like as you muster the last of your power to
Yeah,
strike
he's
against this
holding me.
creature.
He might think that I'm dead. As he goes to launch at, I'm sorry, Daisuke again. He hits him, but then my blood starts rending down his arm. And as he looks at it, it hardens and spikes into him, like all over his body.
Nice.
For what I would assume is 3 damage, because it's an extra damage because it's a crit. Plus, I already do an extra damage. So 3.
So as
They get him down to 2?
as
I didn't even let him finish.
as
That'd be
these
the best ending.
these spikes sink into the demon from all angles,
He's covered in my blood.
you see him begin to diminish.
Yeah.
Falling back into that humanoid shape, its mouth slipping back into the creature that it was before. He had exactly 5 health.
Get right! That was Chat. That was Randy.
That was Randy. That was Masaru. Because he has 2 health left at the end of your strike, you make a last-ditch effort
What a good
in the
last
creature.
man.
Poetic
You can look at it. It's right
Yeah,
here.
perfect.
5 health.
And as
For anyone wondering, it had 21 to start. So
Whoa,
you could do the
shit.
math, as the
If you can
blood,
do math.
Oh, wow.
as the blood like hardens
is
into
not
him and
about
stabs,
math.
like
No
we're still
math
like, because
here.
I die right from this. I cannot. I'm last stand. No one can save me after this. He's holding me in his backhand, and I'm like reaching forward, and we're just frozen as the blood hardens.
That's so cool.
and so
Oh my gosh. I want to play more of this.
as
Yeah,
the
that
demon's malevolent essence lingers, a strange connection unfolds, and your consciousness becomes intertwined with the haunting visions of the past. Through the demon's eyes, you witness the echoes of a life once human.
Oh no.
In the harsh embrace of winter long ago, the desperation of hunger etches lines upon the face of a man, now run out of town by a well-fed noble, his cries for mercy unheard. Forced into the unforgiving wilds of the mountain, he learns the cruel dance of survival, fueled by an ever-burning hatred for the noble who once had cast him aside. The bitterness becomes a silent companion, a relentless whisper of envy over what others took for granted. Donning his new form, a demon emerges from the shadows of the mountain, and this twisted journey reaches its climax, the moment of vengeance. As this demon consumes its first human, the noble, blinded by arrogance and lured into the mountain lair, was trapped, starved, and a lifetime of resentment culminates in a macabre feast of retribution. He ate the rich. The first rays of dawn grace the horizon, and the remnants of darkness fade beneath the warm embrace of the sunlight. The town, once ensnared in the clutches of despair, now bathes in the healing glow of a new year, and the triumphant echoes of the demon's demise resonate through the streets. All of you lay eyes on Masaru, your ally in combat, now lifeless on the ground. It pains you to know the cost of being a slayer. But deep inside, you know that this is what he fought for. As this new day dawns, what would the 3 of you like to do?
I would probably collect his body, and knowing he probably won't become a demon, but still bringing it to where the crow talked to us and prepare it in a way that would probably help prevent him from becoming a demon.
Okay. And as this mission comes to a close, you hear the telltale caw of a crow. Northeast! Another demon has been spotted! and you feel it is your time to go. As the three of you move towards the dawn, ready to face the evils that await you, knowing the sacrifice of your friend behind you. And that is where we will end our Demon Slayer one-shot. Thank you, everyone, for participating, helping out in chat, rolling that one at the end.
Thanks,
Wow.
OKSDM,
Amazing,
for making
amazing
this
work.
system.
Yeah, thank you, OKSDM. Seriously, guys, if you have not tried this system before, and I'm pretty sure you haven't, you need to go check it out. Fund the Kickstarter. I think like there's a super low tier of like $20 to get in. It is not much to get this thing out into the world, and I mean it's a really special system, guys. I love how flexible it is, how
really
easy it is
to build a character. I think I made a character in like 10 minutes.
which never happens for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even using D&D and Beyond, it doesn't happen in 10 minutes.
No.
I made a character at work today, and I'm a manager at a retail store.
So, I mean, you guys have witnessed it here. The epic combats that you can have, the extremely emotional moments you can have in Sagas. Please give OKSTM all our love. Like I said, the link is in the description. And check us out later this week as we run our Pokemon campaign on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Kind of wishing that Sagas was around whenever I first designed the
might
Pokemon
be able to
campaign.
switch
maybe
it.
you could redesign.
Maybe so. There's only a
You've
couple
done
more
a lot of
sessions
work,
left.
I know.
Yeah.
But with all that said,
2.0.
we'll see you next time. And until then, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye. That was so
Oh, I thought it-
fun.
That was like.